It's that time of year, put the tree up, let the real world disappear. Can we still believe in the season and remember why we celebrate the memories, the wild times in you and me? We'll always be together, wherever we are, wherever we go. We'll always be angels in the snow. Got fire in our hearts, no matter how cold. We'll always be angels in the snow. We're flying free on wings of gold. Singing streets of gold, and you're with me. It feels like home. Angels in the snow. Angels in the snow. Staying up all night, feeling restless, waiting for the morning light. Hear the jingle bells, mistletoe kiss, all the reasons why we'll celebrate the memories, the wild child in you and me. We'll always be together, wherever we are, wherever we go. We'll always be angels in the snow. Got fire in our hearts, no matter how cold. We'll always be angels in the snow. We're flying free on wings of gold. City streets are glowing, oh, it feels like home. Angels in the snow. Angels in the snow. Celebrate the memories, the wild child in you and me. We'll always be together, wherever we are, wherever we go. We'll always be angels in the snow. Got fire in our hearts, no matter how cold. We'll always be angels in the snow. We're flying free on wings of gold. Angels in the snow. When you're with me, it feels like home. Angels in the snow.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you, Maria and Vinny, for that great, great opening right here on NY Yankee Mania. She wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody, so she gave us a great rendition of Angels in the Snow. Sean Browning, did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, I was dancing backstage.
I saw it. I saw it. People are making a lot of. I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. That came from all of us. A little something that was live by Radio City by the Christmas tree. So I thought we'd start the show a little bit different, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I really, really hope that you really enjoyed it. So, Sean, we're having a good time. How about you? What's going on?
Oh, let me tell you, brother. Here in this show, we're gonna have a wild time. We're gonna run wild on you, cause we're NY Yankee Mania. NY Mania. We do entertainment. We do sports. And if you need to eat your vitamins and pray, brother. Let me tell you, brother.
Wow, everybody's in sync here. How you doing? Chef Nick. What's doing? Did you hear the great opening we had?
I just did.
Wasn't that great?
I just did.
We
Oh
were
my
dancing
gracious!
in the street, baby.
I feel like dancing in the street naked right now. It's
Well,
almost
you're
New
gonna do
Year's.
some-
Look, hey man, it's almost New Year's. Anything could happen. I'm down for
Hey.
that. I'm getting down dancing in the snow naked. Why not? Let's go. Let's get wild, baby.
Just
love it.
dance in the dark, you know. Just grab a girl and go dancing in the dark.
There you
Yeah,
go.
really
Listen,
normal, really safe.
I
Unless
put
you
it. Maria had said she wanted to say Happy New Year, so I figured, why not just put the song on from Rockefeller Center and make people enjoy it, not just us but the world.
That's right.
That was fun.
Indeed.
That was fun. So, guys, how you doing? How you feeling? We're one day away from Happy New Year, everybody.
That's
Happy
right.
up you know what? Oh, I mean, Happy New Year. Well, what's cooking, guys?
What's cooking? Good looking.
Well, no, they're definitely not talking to me, so you got to be talking about Sean. That's for
Okay,
sure.
Oh
fine.
no.
Sure, Joe. Yes, I am. Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
No,
my
come on,
God.
Joe is the boss, man. You know.
He's the Jefe. He's the Godfather. He's the FBI. He's the full-blooded Italian, baby. There you go.
He's the Sonny Corleone.
Hey, we're being heard and seen in Italy, guys.
That's right.
I
in Greece.
absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
Hey!
Speaking of Italians,
Another
We're
Italian
here
in the
today.
house.
We're here today to see what the truth is for the Yankees.
Italian, Greek.
So you got the Italian, you got the Jew, you got the Greek, and you got the mutt.
The Irishman.
oh God, we're having a ball
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Oh my God, that is
get the words out of
funny.
my mouth. There you go.
Only Sean Brown can agree with that.
On drowning. He's not drowning. Oh.
We got the brownies. We've got the cook. We've got the baked ziti, and we got gefilte fish. Love it.
Love it.
Soup.
Hey, man, I got to say, like, look, I am like a yogurt. We're all cultured, and I love being cultured in yogurt, especially
Love
Greek
Greek
yogurt,
yogurt.
because that's the best culture.
Hey,
I love
That's
hey,
Greek
when you throw fresh strawberries in yogurt, oh, that's the best.
Sean, you're a little turning me on right now. Just don't do that.
Oh my
I'm
God.
feeling a tingle.
Well,
Does it count that I had blueberries with whipped cream before? And a
Oh,
little
now that's a turn off. No, I'm kidding. No,
Ah,
that's good. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well,
so
I don't
guys, what did you do today? What are you doing to prepare for the new year? What's going on, guys?
Well, we had an amazing interview earlier with
gotta check
Alex
that
Cintrone, the hitting coach for the Texas Rangers. Love talking to him, getting some of his thoughts and perspectives on what he's going to be seeing with the Rangers. So that was very exciting, and just otherwise not much. Very relaxing. How about you guys?
Nice. Well, it was nice in the city, being in the city with a packed full of people, pretty much taking over. I always feel like, you know what? It always reminds me of like the amount of people that are in that space in the city. I just feel like, I don't know if anyone's seen like The Walking Dead, pretty much like one of the first episodes where Rick is on the horse and he goes to downtown Atlanta. And there's so many zombies around there, and he just starts killing one another. I will never do that. Disclaimer: I will never do that. I'm just saying, just reminds me of like the hordes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't have gave that example, but anyway, no. It's just there's a ton of people everywhere, and it's really hard to just get around that. So it's like just getting home it's an extra 2 hours, pretty much. So I'm really happy and looking forward to after New Year's. I really do. So when it
Sure.
dies down, yeah. But
yeah.
Other than that, it's been busy everywhere. Regardless, like everywhere you walk out, anywhere you turn, it's insane. So I'm there tomorrow too. So I'm going to try to. Do all these like Olympic events where I'm like swimming over the hordes of people. I'm gonna pole vault everywhere. I'm gonna do all these Olympic style events where just trying to get home. That's my mission. That is my mission. So we'll see what happens. That's my
Oh,
main
you'll,
mission.
you'll definitely get home.
Hopefully.
But it's definitely going to take you a little bit. But you should be home before midnight. What do you think?
Oh yeah, no, I think so. I'm exaggerating, pretty much, but like yeah, no, it's just like especially with tomorrow, they a lot of people they want to leave early. No one wants to have events, and I get it. They don't want to. They want to just spend time with their families. They want to just get away from the city. Getting away from the city is a vacation enough, even if you live in Brooklyn or even if you live in Staten Island or just anywhere. Connecticut. If you're in Connecticut and you work in the city, you just want to get away from there. That's a vacation enough. So yeah, no, it's just everyone they want to go home, and I don't blame them, and me too. I want to have just that sort of like downtime before the ball drops. But yeah, no, I mean it's going to be crazy tomorrow though.
And let's hear what Evan has got planned. Evan, as a nice young man, what's going on?
Nice young man.
Well, I mean,
well, what do you want me to say? Nice old man?
No, say
young adult. Still a kid. At heart.
That's true.
I mean, not much. Honestly, not much for a regular young adult. You would think, but just maybe hang out, watch sports, stuff like that, and I think I'm traveling next week, so just take this week off a little bit and be prepared for next week's traveling to Florida.
Nice.
Oh,
okay.
Wow, nice. When do you start your new schedule? The middle of the month, right?
So it starts on the 16th of January.
Oh, so you have all that. You have all that free time. You do whatever you want to do, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Good. You deserve it. You deserve to have a nice break and get ready and get ready to call the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That we're really looking forward to. And our girl Katie has popped up. How's our Katie?
What's up, Katie? Good to see
How
you.
you doing?
Hey,
You know
Katie.
you're loved on the show here. You got to come up and say hello.
Absolutely.
Hello.
And we got
I really hope that everybody liked the extra touch. I just wanted to get everybody in the mood with Maria's song and Vinny. We can't leave out Vinny. Vinny is he's definitely gonna be coming on and doing probably a couple of ballads with Maria. And who knows, Chef Nick and myself might join in, so that should be a lot of fun. Evan, Evan, Chef Nick does not want to make an attempt to even sing Happy Birthday. Nothing.
Wait, I never said that. Okay.
Yes, you did.
No,
Yes,
I
you
said.
did. You don't
I
want
said
to. All right, so prove it.
no, wait, hold on, Joe.
We got to prove it now. Let's go. Let's sing something.
I can't prove it now. No, look. I was just saying yesterday. I was like, I have a bad singing voice because I have a smoker's voice. I drink vermouth and smoke Capri cigarettes all day. That's what it was a joke, though. It was a joke. Look, I can hold my own, but I'm a bad singer. Like, I don't know. That's not my forte.
Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you sing our way in bringing Swinging for the Fences up?
What?
Say hello, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Hello,
All right, is it coming up?
Oh, are you gonna make him do a Mr.
intro.
Rogers impression there?
I'm gonna make him just welcome our George in town.
Uh-oh.
I said we'll bring George up, so you gotta do. Come on, Nick. It's on you this time.
What
You gotta
should I
say
say? I don't know.
hello.
What-
You know Neil Diamond's song, "Hello, my friend, hello."
I think the only Neil Diamond song he likes is
Come on.
You, Carolyn?
it's Sweet Caroline.
All right,
Or-
you want to do Sweet Caroline, but that's the way I'm going to bring George up. So let's go.
I don't know the words, man. I really don't.
Where it began. Come on, guys. We can't
Nobody.
to know it.
No.
No, it's
No.
strong.
Well,
Come on, Evan.
chant? Why can't we just do a chant like "Hip Hip Jorge"? And I always call George Jorge because that's
All right.
that's
Yeah,
a Spanish
because
name.
you get out of singing. So, all right, go ahead. Let's
So,
start.
look,
Well, you
I'm
know
gonna
what?
do the show forever, okay?
All right, you ready? All four. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip.
Hip, Jorge!
Hey!
Hey,
Hip hip.
Hooray!
yeah,
Hooray! How you doing?
What's up?
You think
Love
we're
it.
nuts?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, it's not new, but it's just what do you got planned for New Year's? What's your family got?
There you go. You're on the spot right now.
Some people coming over.
Woo!
Nice little get together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well,
Very
he's
nice.
being nice and mellow. Nice and
Hey, you know what?
Sometimes we need that.
We can't all be popular, like you know.
4 nuts and a mellow. How's that?
Well,
So, George, I mean, I guess you just told us what you're doing, but come on, what are you doing for fun, man?
What do you mean? What am I doing for fun? I just told you. I'm not doing that to torture myself. People coming over. I'm doing it for fun.
Oh, that's gonna get it. That's a no, bozo.
right in my neighborhood.
Oh
Hey,
my
you know what?
God, that's a no, bozo. No, I'm glad. Well, what about you, Sean? You're gonna be working, right?
No, I gotta work New Year's Day, but I'm off tomorrow.
Good.
But I have to try and distract myself New Year's Eve. It's closer to get to midnight. But I'm gonna watch some Nashville Bash, New Year's Bash, Nashville on CBS,
Nice. Okay. Cool.
and then but I'm gonna go back and forth with that, and maybe a little bit more of that Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve on ABC, or maybe I'll even just go on one of the other mini shows and count down to the ball drops. But I have to try and distract myself because it's a day of mixed emotions for me. So
No, we understand.
Of course,
We
yeah.
totally understand, and we're with you, and we'll always be with you. And you know, if you get emotional, you know where to find us, man. We're here.
yeah,
I got a question
We're
for
your
Sean.
family.
Sean, what type of music do you like?
I like a lot of different music
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay.
from oldies, the 50s, 60s, 70s. Some of that soft rock,
Okay. Cool.
AC/DC and all them, right?
Nice.
Okay. Leonard Skinner, ZZ Top. I love country music, 80s and 90s.
Awesome.
A little bit of the 2000s pops, and some of the 2000 modern, but I'll go all over. I gotta. It depends on the artist, and it depends if I can tolerate. Because sometimes, some people go overboard, and you try to listen, and you're like, I can barely hear them above the music. So then you're like, but but
Sean, are you a Motley Crue fan?
I'm not. I haven't really listened to them
Okay.
since they're.
Yeah.
But if they're close to like Linkin Park, I'll probably have to try them.
No, they're further apart. Yeah, they're in 80s. Yeah, they're 80s.
Well,
Yeah, but
well, let's get to some other, younger music. Let's hear what George and Evan have to say.
Oh,
What kind of
gosh.
music do you like, George?
I like the hip hop R&B kind of stuff. That's kind of my scene.
Hey.
Kind of stuff like that. Big Kanye fan.
Kanye.
Big
Oh,
Kanye.
Kanye.
Not as a person. I'll take him
No,
as
no, no,
a.
I got
I'll
you.
take him as a rapper though.
oh yeah.
Okay, how about Evan?
Well, I think we talked about this a little bit before, but I like some classic rock. Billy
Nice.
Joel, AC/DC,
Nice.
Leonard Skinner, obviously,
Nice.
Led Zeppelin.
Good.
You guys are all.
Oh yeah, everybody loves Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah. that's-
Well, no, don't say everybody. I don't like that. Yeah.
You don't like Led
What?
Zeppelin?
No, I don't like Led Zeppelin.
Okay, that's okay.
Well, they have an
Okay.
Italian Italian version band rock band called Led Zeppelins.
Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin. No,
Oh man, come on! Free Bird was an awesome song though.
Yeah. Yep.
how does it go?
You don't know the song Freebird?
They use it for the
That's from Leonard
USA
Skinner.
men's hockey team, junior team.
Maiden.
Yeah.
That's right, Corky. Iron Maiden, the number of the beast.
Metallica too. I know Chef Nick.
Oh, no.
You lost me. No, I'm more disco. Disco here,
Disco,
disco
wow.
there.
Oh wait a minute.
Dead.
So you like the Bee Gees?
Oh, of course. Staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Alive. You should be dancing, yeah. You
That's
should
good.
be dancing, yeah. And George
Or
sings,
Disco Inferno?
Yeah, yeah. With Charles, you just
Baby.
mentioned. I just want to mention Charles too. Metallica, yes. Van Halen, yes. Dokken, yes. Dokken sang "Dream Warriors" in the Nightmare on Elm Street
Oh yeah.
movie, and also Loudness. Loudness is a. If correct me if I'm wrong, Charles. They're a Japanese rock, heavy metal band, right? And
Wow.
Judas Priest. That's right, Corky. There's a lot. There's a
Yeah.
lot.
But
That's fine. You can boo all you want.
hey,
I'm still listening to it.
but you know we
Big
haven't
rock.
mentioned Metallica.
Oh no, I did. Yeah, Charles did. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, Charles did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I
Are you
mean, come on,
Yankee fans?
Inner Sandman, the
Yeah.
Right.
greatest walk-up song for any closer, the greatest closer of all time, the best walk-up song. As soon as you heard it, you knew it.
Yeah.
How about
absolutely.
the Eagles too? Hotel California.
Oh yeah, that's a good song
I
too.
never really took to them either.
The Eagles.
That's
Well,
that's the only one song I like.
they had a
Whatever.
lot of different, like solo, like even Glenn Fry, Don Henley. They had a lot of like solo hits. If you guys check it out, it's awesome. Don Henley had "Dirty Laundry." Glenn Fry was in Miami Vice. He had, You
Oh yes, I love
Great.
that show.
one of the only bands that had like a lot of solo hits like on their own. It was amazing.
Mhm. Well, no, and then you had Don McLean, the greatest one-hit wonder of all time.
McLean, there you go. Okay. Yep.
American Pie.
Mhm.
That
Absolutely.
I could
Beatles?
I could suffer
Beatles?
through that. I don't mind that.
Damn,
See,
Joe.
Well, and then you got the Beatles. You got
Yeah,
the
we-
Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah,
The Turtles.
tell you something.
Um,
I
the Beatles, man.
understand. Oh,
See, Joe got lost in the Beatles mania. You know, he
Oh,
got lost somewhere in there, and then he went into the Yellow Submarine of the Sergeant Pepper band, and yeah.
Yeah.
what about it?
Then he came out in the disco, and then and then he jumped onto the Italian music. But if you were to play Carrie Underwood, I'm sure Joe would be dancing.
Oh, I'd be dancing. I
How
got
do
a
you
summer
even-
baby on the radio. Whoa, 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 on the radio. Oh yeah, baby, let's go.
I don't mind that
Across
music.
The park is burning in the rain. Now that's
Oh, yeah.
music. Frank Sinatra, baby. New York. Now you gotta like New York, New York. Come on, guys.
Of
Oh no,
course
of
we
course.
do.
Yeah, of course. Look, I'm not like shooting down disco. I love disco too. It's just I prefer my
Yeah.
bands. No, of course. Like even the 60s bands, like the Hollies, Long Tall Woman. I love it.
Mhm.
Oh,
Dude.
the Animals, like there's so many. There's so many.
Oh, don't forget about the Hollies with the song "To the Day That I Die."
Yes. Good song.
Oh, yes.
Purple, Deep Purple. Oh my god, I love Deep Purple. Yeah,
And then we gotta talk about Prince. You know,
Prince
Purple
too, I'll give him
Rain.
that. Yeah, give all the respect to Prince. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, listen. I mean, listen. I respect all. All the only thing that I just will not listen to is rap. I will not. I refuse. That if that's on, you lost me. That my pod that can go down the tubes wherever it could go.
You know what?
Less.
Maybe we should just get a DMX album and send it to Joe for his birthday.
No, absolutely not.
There you go. Good idea. Stop
no run DMC. You know, the only version you liked was what when we had.
Listen, the first event I worked in Madison Square Garden was that ridiculous 9-inch nails. And if I survived that, I was going to get to work the Rangers winning of the cup. So I don't know how I did it. I came 3 times of quitting the job because people were actually retarded. Coming in with snakes, coming in. I mean, they were just ridiculous. If you even looked at somebody's girl, they wanted to choke you. I mean, literally, it was so ridiculous. They were begging me because the limit was like 20 beers at the time. That you can only drink like 20 beers at that time. Now it's like 3. But they would beg you, oh, do me a favor. Here's $50. Can you go get me 10 beers? No, I cannot. Oh, wait until you want a favor. I'll give you a tip. I said, I'll give you a tip. Go out the door. You do us all a favor. Get lost. Oh my God! To survive that, I took my jacket. I took the megaphone, whatever the heck we had, and I just threw it on the floor. And one of the supervisors said, "Joe, remember tomorrow night, the Rangers could win the cup, and you're going to be working." So I went, okay. So I picked it. This is a true story. I couldn't that was, and I swore. I said, I don't care if they don't have one worker. I will never work something like this again, ever. And that was a joke. I don't even know how. I mean, how people just like that music. It's beyond me.
I don't know, man.
Nobody's talking on the bottom, so here we go.
No, that's all right. Evan.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are your plans for New Year's besides
Nothing.
getting ready for a trip to Florida?
I'm gonna be honest. Nothing. Watching
Really?
college football. Maybe do some online schoolwork for next semester, but nothing much.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Corky says they're going to watch Lawrence Welk. Well, I got news for you. If it wasn't for that guy, do you know how many workers? I mean, he stood on TV because he was so afraid that they would all lose their jobs. So he stood on TV till almost the day he passed away. And I give that guy a lot of credit. I really do. It was a great show for the people, older people and everything, but it was really something special. It really was. But and we could joke about it that he was old on the air, but he literally kept hundreds of people having a job and having a career and then moving on. So kudos to that. And no kidding aside, guys. So we had a little bit of fun here, and it was. But now let's get down to the nitty gritty. And what are the Yankee plans? Do you think for the rest of this off season? Do we really think? Are we to really believe that they believe that they're good enough to win? Let's start with George.
I think there's a chance they think they're good enough to win. Are they good enough to win, though? The answer is no. They just don't have it right now. I would like to see them get creative with some trades or something. I think the most likely scenario is a Bellinger signing. I think Bellinger is their target. I think that's a guy that's honestly realistic. I think that's someone they could go after. I'm interested to see, though, if Bellinger keeps dragging on, do they try to go a different lane, at the end of the day? Because obviously, Kyle Tucker, he's a better player. There's just no getting around that. He's a better player than Cody Bellinger. Do the Yankees just see this Bellinger situation just keep dragging and dragging out? Do they want to go a different route? I mean, I would love Okamoto. His window closes the 4th. That guy's going to be a star. He's going to be able to handle major league pitching. He could be a 300 plus hitter, a right-handed bat. That's something the Yankees could 100% need in their lineup. Also, Imai, his window's closing. He still has nothing, nada from any team. Could we possibly see his number drop low enough for the Yankees? That's definitely a possibility I could see playing out if teams like the Cubs don't want to spend the money. People keep saying the Cubs with Imai, but they're not even sniffing re-signing Tucker. They don't want to spend that much money this offseason, the Cubs. Could that be because of the pending strike? Maybe, but I just don't know what these teams are doing. I mean, the only team to spend a good amount of money has been the White Sox, the Orioles, the Dodgers, and the Phillies. And the only moves that were out of the blue were the Orioles and the White Sox. The Dodgers, that was very likely them getting Diaz. Kyle Schwarber was just a re-sign, so that there's nothing much to that. That was almost a done deal, him going back to Philly. So really, teams like the Mets haven't done anything crazy besides lose players.
the Yankees obviously haven't done anything. So these teams that we thought would be the titans of the offseason that would just steamroll and sign all these players, they haven't done anything. The Blue Jays were expected to spend a lot of money. They don't even have Bo Bichette back. So all these teams that we thought would be dropping money left and right, they haven't been. The Red Sox were expected to spend money. They were rumored to get Schwarber or Alonso. I really thought Alonso could be going to Boston,
That's
but
a scary thought.
nothing happened. So it's really just so hard to read because it's not just the Yankees who are dead quiet right now. And I want to see what happens. Obviously, Murakami, that was a different story. Okay. He had a lot of concerns for teams, but a guy like Imai, who really has no red flags, there's like, I think all 30 MLB teams would want him compared to Murakami, who no one really wanted him. He's like the Grinch. No one would touch him with a 35.5-foot pole. Imai is someone that is going to get interesting. Thursday night going into Friday, a lot of teams are going to start to say his number's dropping. We could sign him for a cheap deal. And I think there's a chance that team could possibly be the Yankees. If his number gets low enough for Brian Cashman, and it's going to drop, it's already fallen off the cliff. Whatever we thought he was going to get, he's going to get a lot less. If it keeps going down, possibly could the Yankees get Imai, or even like I'll just go off the rails 1 sec. I would love to just see the White Sox say, let's spend some more money, let's get Imai too, and they're gonna add him. That's just a thought, but I mean, it's kind of just confusing. You know, players are just losing value. And Imai, he's coming overseas thinking he's gonna be this big name, this big, heavily wanted guy, this Yamamoto, this Sasaki coming over, and no one's wanted him, which is just so weird. And you have to think it has something to do with a pending strike, possibly. But in terms of the Yankees, that's a possible idea that could really play out. The next 72 hours are very interesting, and I would keep a close eye for the Yankees. They could honestly just strike while the iron's hot on a guy like Imai.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, speaking of all of that, we have a surprise. He hasn't been up for a while, and let's bring him up.
Hey, this isn't my
Johnny!
Zoom meeting.
Hey-o!
Johnny
guys?
Salami!
What's up,
Johnny
everybody?
the man. Johnny's the myth, and Johnny's the man. What's up, Johnny?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing, man? I miss you guys, man. I haven't seen
Oh, I
you guys
miss
in
you
a
too,
while,
man.
man.
It's like the
Yeah.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, it's been a while. I thought this was my Zoom meeting at first. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, right?
Who are
Webinar.
these guys?
Hey,
hey,
Right.
I have a bone to pick with you, Joe. You don't like 9 Inch Nails?
Oh, I know, right?
Oh,
Yo,
God.
listen, they have one song that's perfect for how I feel right now about the Yankees. It's Hurt.
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Yo,
Very
perfect
All right,
line.
I'll tell you what. I'll change my mind if you and Nick will sing the song.
Oh, come on, Joe.
I mean, it's gonna listen. All right, so yesterday, you know how beautiful that show is with Maria on their show singing.
Thank you.
If I sing, it's gonna be the complete opposite, and you're gonna lose a bunch of viewers, and
I
this
know.
channel's gonna get flagged, and
No,
then you're
no,
gonna lose
please.
your
We
account.
opened up the show with Maria. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
No.
if I'm telling you, you don't want that. All that you built and all of your work is gonna go down the drain if I start singing.
Even me too.
Are you really that bad? Could it
Oh,
really
it's terrible.
be that?
It's terrible. If
you
I
wake
want to
up to
sing,
that?
listen. If I want to sing, I turn the music even louder so I can't hear myself. It's
Right.
so bad.
Wow.
It's like what? Yeah, it's real
That's
bad.
pretty bad.
Or
Any-
sing in the shower.
Well, listen. Sean was grace enough. He was singing before.
Oh, really?
He was singing "Angels in the Sky." Yeah, he was.
I was jamming. I wasn't singing.
Well,
dancing.
jamming, singing the same thing. So where are you going to be, Johnny, for New Year's Eve?
Oh, guess where I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be on a plane because my trip out here got extended by a day because I won't mention the airline, but it's one of the top 3 in the U.S. They don't know how to handle operations, so
Yeah.
all my flights got delayed, every single one of them. caused me to miss my connection. So I got here out here in California even later. So extended my trip out here a day. So I should have been home like as we speak right now, but I'm still in Sacramento, California, and I'll be leaving back to Connecticut tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Will you
it
be
is
home
what.
before 12 o'clock or no?
If so and so airline wants to operate correctly, I won't mention
Yeah.
names, but you know.
TWA, TWA. No, I still have that from a long time ago when one of the times we went to Italy. I have those small planes at TWA they used to give out, and they used to sell at the airport. I love them. I bet you those things are worth a fortune. If
Is that
Oh,
any,
I'm
the
sure
you
they
know,
are. Oh, absolutely.
They had a
yeah,
jumbo jet, right? TWA.
yeah, and I even have the tote bag TWA
Wow.
that
Okay.
they used to that they gave out because it was like, oh wow, amazing,
Yeah.
so it was pretty good. Johnny, did you got a chance to listen to our show last night?
Yes, I was actually at the airport when I was listening to it, and my flight was so delayed. I was able to watch the entire show, and it was beautiful. I loved it. It was awesome. Chef Nick, Joe, Maria, and I apologize. I forgot the little youngsters. I forgot both
Marcello.
their names. Yes, I apologize. And
Marcelo.
yeah, they were
Marcelo.
awesome too. They were great. Awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to them to come on again. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
there is a lot of fun, and and it's growing because they have so many people that they spur to different arenas everywhere. They've sang everywhere. In With Andrea Bocelli, they've sang with actually Vinny that does the song with Maria that I played this when we started. You may or may not know this guy, and but he's been very, very big in Las Vegas. Wayne
Yes.
Newton
I heard.
and Vinny
Listen,
are performing together tonight in Manhattan.
I
So
heard that yesterday, and Maria, she mentioned it like it was nothing. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be performing with Wayne Newton." I'm like, "Wait, who? I know who
Who?
that
What?
is. That's not just nobody. That's somebody big.
Oh
I think
yeah.
somebody's being
he was
modest."
Mr. Las Vegas for many years,
Yeah,
many
I was
years.
laughing
Oh
when she said that. I was like, "You're being very modest. That's a big thing. That's
yeah.
awesome."
Wayne Newton.
But
Yeah, no,
Um,
and then there was, so many. They were on Right TV. Whoa, Dennis is back. How you doing, Dennis? I knew he was going to be back tonight to say
Dennis,
hello.
my guy.
Dennis, come on with the. You don't have to do
Dennis.
that. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Hey, Dennis.
Dennis. Are you feeling good and whatever? Come on, you want to come up? We'd love to give you the. We want you to come up, Dennis, please. I just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my guys, but I need one thing. I'm going out for New Year's Eve, and I need a dance move. Can you get Evan to do
Oh,
one?
no.
Evan, if you do it, we might get another super chat.
Oh,
Go ahead,
goodness.
get up.
It's $50. It's
Oh.
$50, Evan. Come on.
Yeah,
Dennis,
Evan, come on.
Come on,
Damn,
Evan, you got
Hey,
it.
hey,
Come on,
hey,
come on. Evan,
Pressure.
Come on,
All right.
Evan.
all right.
You got to put on
There we
music.
go.
You know what,
Put on the
guys?
Maria song.
Wait, I'm gonna make it big. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Guys come back. Hold on.
All right. Ready? There we go. That's it for the night.
Oh, I'm in stitches. Oh my god.
There we go.
That was funny.
Yo, that was perfect.
Oh, was
We
that
agreed.
That was
funny?
perfect.
We agreed.
That was perfect.
Me agreed.
Oh man.
Come on, you gotta give me agreed.
Dennis. Woo! I love
Dennis,
it.
you got your wish.
Oh my god! Oh
Thank you,
my
Dennis.
god! You got Chef Nick
Oh.
in a frenzy over here.
And I'm
Oh
laughing so
my
hard I
God.
almost choked on it.
I'm happy I'm able to provide some good entertainment.
There was no music playing.
Well,
Evan,
But,
you danced. That
some
was
people
amazing.
just get to the
Oh,
screen.
thank you.
Evan,
Thank you, Chef.
we're missing George.
Yeah,
Where'd he
where'd
go?
George go?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Where did George
George.
go?
Oh, I forgot about George. Oh no,
Yeah.
George. I'm sorry. George.
What is he? What is he? Chopped liver? Come
What is
on.
it, Chef Liver?
Was he chopped
Jeez.
liver?
Come on, Joe.
man.
I'm sorry, George.
Hey, you know, in all seriousness, I saw an article where they're saying that Boris and Bellinger aren't moving from that 7-year deal, but nobody's offering anything close to that. So you think they'll
Listen,
actually come down after the new year?
listen. Boris Morris. I'm sick and tired of Scott Boris and his antics. And I think everybody else is too. That's why this market is frozen right now. Nobody wants to spend. There's other factors too, like the in 2027, all that too. But I think people had enough of Boris's you know what.
Yeah.
And listen, I understand. I totally get players should get paid when they work for it, and because that opportunity may come only once in their lifetime. But he's on another level, and I think people are tired of it, especially on the Yankees. What happened with Juan Soto last year, they felt burned and they have a bad taste in their mouth, and they're done with it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you find out that Cody Bellinger, gives him the axe and then just signs with the Yankees.
Yeah,
It's
very
possible.
possible.
It really is possible. I mean, I don't see why not. It's just one. It's one after another. But if you see you're not getting that amount of money, what are you waiting for? Why are you doing
what?
that? Put everybody in torture, and he thinks he's backing the Yankees into a corner. They're not. They couldn't care less. You don't want to go down? Okay, we'll play Spencer Jones for this year, or we'll do something else. But they're not going to give in because Scott Boris is holding hostage. It's not going to happen. George, do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Yankees are seeing that no one else is willing to give in to Boris, so they're basically telling Scott Boris, "We're going to play the waiting game with you." At the end of the day, the Yankees aren't fighting with anyone for Bellinger. It's not like Steve Cohen saying we're going to give Bellinger 7 years. Come right up. Blue Jays aren't saying the same thing. So at the end of the day, Boris, he's got no one answering his calls. So Brian Cashman, he doesn't have anyone to compete with for Bellinger besides Boris. He's got no other teams saying that they're going to give Bellinger 7 years. So Cashman, he's just got his arms crossed. He's just standing there waiting for Boris to break, which is why there's kind of a freeze right now, because I feel like a lot of other teams are waiting for Bellinger to sign. That's why, you got guys like Bichette and Kyle Tucker, guys that are just frozen right now. Okamoto, because they're waiting for that domino to fall, but it's just a standoff between Boris and Cashman, and rightfully so on Cashman's end for not wanting to give Bellinger a 7-year contract. And he knows he's got all the time in the world, Brian Cashman. He could wait Boris out. The problem Boris can probably run into is Bellinger just saying this has gone long enough. I mean, this could go, we've seen this gone into spring training. Bellinger could just say, I want to get down to spring training where whatever team I sign with, I want to get to work. This has gone on far too long now. And Boris could just say, all right, that's his client. He's got an answer to him. And that's possibly what could get played out here in the Boris situation. It's just Cashman not wanting, just standing his ground, and it's Boris standing his. It's a matter of who's going to flinch first.
Right.
I think Boris, he's great at what he does. I respect him at his job. He's a great pretender of caring about his players. He just wants the money. Let's be realistic with that. Just the way he's going to play this market it's interesting with even the lockout happening. I don't know if he has something up his sleeve or he's just trying to, play possum. But look, Jordan Montgomery fired him, and it was late into what's it called? Going into spring training too. And it's just like, how further can you do this? How further can you play the teams? Like if they're playing you might have that experience under your belt where it's like you get the most money for your players, but teams are eventually just like teams are going to catch up. The organization is going to catch up with your antics. It's eventually it's going to happen. So what if the Yankees are playing against that with Boras too? Like it's like, all right, you know what? We'll put this on the table for Bellinger, and if he doesn't want it because of Boras, then we're moving on. So then, what is Bellinger going to say? He's like, no, I want to be part of the Yankees. I definitely want to do that. Then then that's gonna sort of be like a conflict on their part, Boris's part. So maybe it's good that I'm saying I don't know. I don't even know if they're doing this. I don't know if they're like have leverage. But I'm saying hypothetical, if the Yankees have that leverage, then maybe it's better in their favor in regards to that.
Yeah.
I think there's a deadline somewhere that Bellinger said, look, I understand you want to get the top buck, but with the buck stops here on, let's say, January. I'm just picking a day. Let's say January 5th. That's it. Then make our deal with the Yankees, make our deal with whatever, and let's get this over with. I want to go into spring training with a clear head. And I think that's what's happening here. I still believe, even actor John Mintz actually agreed with me yesterday, and he said, I really believe that the Yankees are bidding against themselves. It's really the Yankees versus the Yankees for Bellinger. I don't care what anybody says. Because if the Mets wanted him, guys, really wanted him, he'd be a Met by now. Because Uncle Steve would have blown them out of the water.
Absolutely.
He did it for Soto. He did it for other people. And he didn't really blow anybody out for Weaver and the other one. The Yankees just didn't want him.
One.
Yeah.
But yeah. But the way I could see it right now is the league is doing like that part in Georgia the Jungle in the movie where they're in the jungle and the tour guides they're all speaking to him about, and then the guy says something that the jerk says something. And then the guys it zooms in on them, on the tour guides, and they go, "This is the part where we all laugh," and they all throw their head back. Yes,
I remember that.
Yeah, but that's just how I see them with the Boras and the 7-year deal. Because, like Joe mentioned a while back, Cody Bellinger has that track record of good years, off years, good years, off years.
And he also has that problem. I don't know if you guys looked at the, just look at his hitting. There's always a lag that he doesn't hit the ball in the outfield. He doesn't hit line drives, and that was another reason why they were worried about Bellinger and all that. You got to take that. I understand where Boras is coming from. That's his client. Yeah. But it's like a negotiation, even with the strike or the lockout. You both have to have a little argument, and you have to understand Bellinger is not Juan Soto. Bellinger is not Aaron Judge. He's Cody Bellinger, a very good Major League Baseball player who does a lot of things well, but not a superstar.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Kyle Tucker's a superstar.
Joe, you hit everything. You hit everything on the head with that, Joe. Like great points. And it just seems like, like Bellinger is pretty much like our wife, and then Boras is our baby mama or baby daddy, whatever you want to call it.
Or it's like the mother-in-law.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, any scenario. It's like if you want to talk to Bellinger, you got to go through Boras. Oh, hey, Bellinger, we love you. We want you to come back. Hey, wait, no, not yet. This is Boras, not yet. You have to, you got to pay certain amount of, child support, whatever. You have to invite this person to dinner for your holidays. It's just like he's just, again, that's his job, but he's very annoying. It's like very like a pest, and it's like you're trying to kill that pest. And the good things about the good thing about winter is all insects, they all go to hell during the winter because they never show up. They only show up during the summer. And even with like Boras too, it's like he's like a pest that always survives. It's like a cockroach. He always survives. Anyway, it could be like a nuclear attack. It could be the apocalypse. It could be the dead of winter. He's always there.
What is he, like 80 years old?
Yes, and he's still going. And it's like, you know what? He's
He
not going to
doesn't.
stop.
I mean, he looks
He's not
great
gonna
for his
stop.
age. But then again, if we had all that money, we looked that good too. I don't know if he's 80 years old. Anybody could verify that?
He
I
is
know
up there in age.
I know he's up there in age.
Yeah, he's up there. He's
He's up there. Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this. Joe mentioned Cody Bellinger is not a superstar. A superstar is Kyle Tucker. And I don't like to bring up the old times, but the last time the Yankees had another superstar hitter in this lineup to compound with Aaron Judge, they made it to the World Series. So that's kind of the thing. The Yankees need, and I don't think they realize this, but they need someone to get them over this hump. They need someone. And Soto was that guy for them a few years ago. Tucker could be that guy to get them over the hump. Just have another superstar in this lineup. Now, Tucker, there's the injury concerns, but if this guy's fully healthy, you're looking at a 30-20 season, a pretty high batting average, a clutch guy. This guy is a monster, Kyle Tucker. And I just see it as the Yankees, last year's playoff run was just what we were used to again. I was on my high horse after we lost to the Dodgers a year before, but I felt that for the first time ever, I saw the Yankees in the World Series, and I felt something different. This wasn't like the years prior where I had to watch the Astros knock us out, the Red Sox knock us out. For once, I saw the Yankees play in the World Series. They played awful, but still, I got that feeling. And going into the year prior, which was now last year, Soto went elsewhere, but I saw the pivot. I saw them sign Fried. I saw them trade for Cody Bellinger. I saw them at the time make a very big trade for Devin Williams. They went crazy. They signed Paul Goldschmidt too. So, and then this was all done by Christmas. All these signings. And then we have a regular season. We go to the playoffs. It's the same exact thing as the years before. It's like the season we had with Soto was an anomaly, whatever it is. I can't talk. It was just an outlier. It felt different. You know why? Because there was another superstar hitter in that lineup. Cody Bellinger, good, not a superstar. If you bring back Cody Bellinger, like I see a lot of people saying, bring back Bellinger, get a pitcher. I'm all for the pitcher. I'm okay with bringing back Bellinger. What do you expect to happen if you just bring back Bellinger? This is the same exact team from last year.
Yep.
The team that just snuck their way into the playoffs, and a team now in a loaded American League East. With just bringing back Bellinger, I'm going to be honest, you're not better than the Red Sox. You're obviously not better than the Blue Jays, but you're now not better than the Red Sox. A team that was only 3 games behind you last season, they're doing the things to take the steps forward. We're not. If we bring back Bellinger, that's the only thing that we do. That is living in the past. And that is not going to cut it for the Yankees in 2026. And they need to realize that.
Yeah, when you come down really serious about it, guys, it's torture. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, we're complaining for like a couple of months. Could you imagine the teams that just never win, and they have fans that love baseball but just never even snoop what the Yankees could snoop, and
I'm a
we're
Jet fan. That's
complaining.
for football.
Yeah, well, there you go. The
The last time the Jets won was 1969. So
first time somebody went on the moon, and look how many more people went on the moon since they won.
I went to the moon 5 times.
At least. No, but I mean, in all seriousness, it's the narrator of, what makes me laugh is if the Yankees really, guys, and no joke, if the Yankees really feel that they could actually win the division and go to the World Series with this team, it leaves a lot to be desired in the front office. I'm sorry, I don't see it. All I do is see a lot of strikeouts. I see an occasional home run. That's all I see. and it's sad. It really, to me, for a $300 million payroll, which is now down to like 287, 288. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing. They don't
Well,
have a first baseman. They don't have a left fielder. I mean, the DH is
Don't have a
the guy is
shortstop.
falling apart and getting old. I mean, what do we do? What do the Yankees have to do? Do they eat all this money? Do they just pray, go into next year, pray that they make the playoffs, and then wait till July 31st and have a great trade day, and we spend 10 hours on the air, or only you get disappointed? I mean, what do we do really? What are
well,
we going?
what are you gonna do? Clone about 9 Aaron Judges, 4 Garrett Coles, 3 Carlos Rodons, Max Frieds, and then you just have one Giancarlo Stanton. I don't know. No, I mean, but in all honesty, though, I wouldn't mind Tucker, but the Yankees got to pick. And then here's the question: is can Tucker play left field? Because
Yes,
you're not moving Judge out of right field to
Tucker
when you
can
Right.
play
barely
left.
want him in center field, even though he was all right in center field. You're not gonna put him in Yankee Stadium left field, which is like center field in other parks.
Yeah.
Tucker can play left.
But if Tucker can play left, then I'd be all for it if we got Tucker. But I would still want an arm, a solid pitching arm, because we need to fortify our rotation with a guy that's a bulldog. I don't care if he's mid-tier bulldog, but I just somebody that can pitch in big games down the stretch. He's not gonna wear out and gas up. Because the biggest problem that nipped us in the butt for the playoffs was all other 8 guys in the lineup took the postseason off. Aside, we got a few hits here and there and against the Red Sox in the wild card round. But aside from Aaron Judge, who hit 600 in the whole postseason, Giancarlo was, out getting ice cream. Um, and then the rest of the team was like, yeah, hey, call us when it's over.
It just showed, the inconsistency that we've had all year, and
Yep.
it hasn't just been last year; it's been for multiple years. Whether we've spent a lot of money on Soto, whether we've just run it back with the same team, we've seen this team just be inconsistent every single season. It doesn't really matter who they have. Obviously, they'll have some guys coming back from injuries, Garrett Cole, Rodon, which should help, but it's not going to change anything if you don't improve the lineup and the amount of contact that you have on the team right now.
Absolutely.
Need
Yeah.
contact.
I have a
told you-
prediction.
Yeah, John.
Yankees will not win a World Series this decade, and if they win their next World Series, they're going to win with how they're running the team right now, with the ownership, with who's in the front office.
Mhm.
They won't win a World Series until maybe the earliest 2033, and that's
Wow.
really. And I'm telling you,
But
like
I'm telling you,
really, it's
We'll
not
see what
gonna look good.
happens. We'll see what
Um,
happens with the Lombard regime.
Yeah.
If he does have his
listen.
own regime, if we don't screw him.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, but then the whole thing, if what Johnny's saying, 2033, it's gonna be like what happened with Don Mattingly the year after he retires. We win the World Series.
Yeah, Judge isn't getting a ring with this team. I'm just telling you right now. The way things are right now, how this team has been run, we had opportunities to pick up the right players to get us over that hump in the
Bryce Harper.
past, and exactly, and we just held back,
Maybe
held back, and putting the wrong people in the front office, relying too much on analytics. I guarantee you, part of why the Yankees aren't making moves is because they have their analytical team on their computers. According to my calculations, they're, that's what they're doing. Like,
No.
like, oh, we're, if
And they're
all these
selling
numbers hit right, and that's the thing.
Well-
Us as fans, if we want to show our displeasure, listen, I watch just about almost every single game. 162 games. I might only miss maybe 5 or 6. Now I may not be in front of the TV for all those games because I'm working, but I'll have my phone nearby. I'll have it on. I'm listening to it. Listen, the only way we can show our displeasure and protests how this team is being run is literally don't attend the games, don't buy merchandise, hit them where it hurts in the wallet and show, hey, listen, I'm not going to support this team financially until you put an actual good product on the field. It's
Like
just like
cancel
anything
your
else.
yes subscriptions.
Exactly. It's a team. It's a team. Listen, and we watch it, and it feels almost like a religion. It feels like us supporting something because we love it so much. But listen, at the end of the day, it's a business. Listen, I'm not gonna buy a Harley Davidson if the product is going out is terrible. Okay, I'm gonna stop buying Harley Davidsons.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Yankees. If you put a team on the field that you did not try, now if you put a team on the field and you put your best effort forward and putting a team that should win, things don't go well. I'm not upset with the front office. I'm just saying, okay, what happened on the performance level? I'm not upset. I'll still support the team. But if you're not going to put a team on the field that's good, why should I support you financially? You know,
No,
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
some.
I know
You
for
know,
a fact.
John.
I know for a fact that the closing payment or the second payment to a big would be around January 15th from the season ticket holders. And I have to believe they have to be better by January 15th because I don't know. I just don't see this. I don't.
I like the analogy Johnny made with the Harley Davidson, and I'll take that a step further. It's almost like the name brand they think is enough. They think them being the Yankees is enough. Obviously, Harley Davidson, biggest motorcycle brand in the country. Obviously you can make an argument.
Oh no.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Took me
oh
off.
How
no,
getting mad with
come on, man,
I
it's
think
getting
Cash,
What's
good.
going on, man? I want to hear
Come on,
this.
come on, man.
Cashman
No,
Just
said
good.
no.
bring him back. Bring him
What
back.
happened?
Blame Cashman.
He was on a roll there.
Yeah, he was. I was
Yeah,
I
he was
know.
listening.
on
I
a
was, I
roll.
was, I was agreeing with what he was saying. I was like,
Yeah,
come on,
man.
man, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Cooking.
it. But
You're cooking.
no, I mean there's some things gotta change because, you got a generational superstar and Aaron Judge. Another guy that we traded for a while ago, but he is getting older. And John Carlos Stanton, who's still a beast, right? If he can make contact. But we had that nice interview with Alex Cintron. Um, and if you
There we
heard the
go.
way
Come
he
on.
looks, he's a guy that we need to have as our hitting coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go
Oh,
back to your
he
point
was
there, Joe.
amazing. He was
Yeah, I don't know.
amazing. And
StreamYard just keeps
anybody that
putting me
didn't catch that
backstage.
interview, it's only a half hour, guys. I would urge you to go watch this interview, man. He was very very honest, and what a way he dissected a lot of different players, including Anthony Volpe. So you need to watch this interview, guys. I urge you. I really
So,
urge you to do that because it is great information, and I really mean that. And I'm not just saying that for you just to go and take a half hour. And no, it's a half hour that I think you'll have a better understanding what a batting coach really means to a team. The Yankees are making it look like it's really nothing, but it is something. It's very, very important. And the way he was talking, I mean, if you take that advice, you leave like I've been saying, you leave the guy alone, let him play his game. Stop telling him to be Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig. He's not. Let him be Anthony Volpe, or let the person be who they are. But they
right.
want extra. They want extra. Why? I mean, first of all, you can't even say that they're making a lot of money because right now Volpe's making, minimum whatever. But what's McMahon's excuse? Why is this guy batting 202?
Yeah,
Well, he was in Colorado for like forever.
I mean,
I
enough.
Against the Yankees, he was great though.
I think
He
they're
played
in
the
for a
Yankees
rude
now.
awakening. I think they are. I mean, I see a grim year ahead, but hopefully the year after that should be good, not pending a strike. I mean, you look at, I mean, I hate to just keep bringing up the Soto season, but the Yankees didn't do anything really before Soto. And if you remember, the season before we traded for Soto, we missed the playoffs.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
failed. We fell flat on our face, and that's when they said enough is enough. We need to make a huge splash. Could they need a year to wake them up? Sure, but the problem is with that, Aaron Judge is getting older. Garrett Cole's getting older. Stanton is getting really older. Rodon's getting older. Everyone's getting older. You have a core. You have players. You know, they shouldn't need a slap in the face year because that's a whole season. That's a whole 162 games you might waste. Not to mention all the years prior you've wasted for the Yankees. So, like, at the end of the day, they need to figure out what to do. At least the farm system doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm a big believer in George Lombard Jr. His bat needs to wake up, but let me tell you something. I've seen him play multiple times. The glove is amazing. This is someone who could play second, short, and third at a high level. I've spoken with actually a few coaches. Everyone says he is major league ready at terms of defensively. He could feel it at the big league level. It's just a matter of hitting. I really hope this is not the one they mess up. They had their run with Volpe. They screwed him up a lot. As much as you could get on Volpe, they failed him. Okay? Volpe's played awfully, but they really failed him as an organization. And then you got guys like Dominguez. You have guys like Spencer Jones who are just getting failed by the Yankees. I'm a big believer in Dominguez. And, you know, last season was hard because when Judge hurt his elbow, he had to be a DH. Stanton was hitting out of his mind. You couldn't take him out of the lineup. You couldn't take Judge out of the lineup because he was Aaron Judge. Cody Bellinger was your glue for this lineup. And Trent Grisham was hitting the biggest homers for the team. So at the end of the day, you couldn't really give Dominguez a ton of at-bats. But at the end of the day, still, I want to see him get more at-bats. And that's another thing. If you bring back Bellinger, you're blocking more holes for Dominguez and Jones, which is why they need to trade them. Okay? And that's if you're bringing in Bellinger, obviously you can have him play first. That's fine. I'm so okay with that, having Bellinger play first, but you need more. Okay? No matter what you do, if you don't bring any position players in, obviously that's a different story, but I do see them bringing at least one is, there's no room for Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez. One of them needs to go. And people say, oh, you just have him on the bench, fourth outfielder. What good does that do if they could get you legit trade pieces? Do you know how easy it would be for the Yankees to find a middle of the road, fourth outfielder, a nice little right-handed bat that could play 2 to 3 times
Harrison
a week?
Beta.
That's fine. They could find that easily. But to have Jason Dominguez, a 5-tool prodigy, to have Spencer Jones, someone who's been the Barry Bonds of AAA for the past 2 years, just sitting as your fourth outfielder, what's the point when you could just trade them? You could get huge stuff in return to them. You could get huge assets back. I just don't get why these guys are just sitting there when you can improve your team. It just doesn't make sense to me. And to the addition thing, I've said this before. You could bring back Bellinger. I'm fine with that. You need another bat, though. You need to add more than Bellinger. You need to do whatever it takes to not have the same lineup as last year. You can add Bellinger, but you need something else. You could get creative. You could pull off a trade for a Steven Kwan if you want to get bold. You could sign Okamoto. You could do whatever you want, but you need to add at least two quality bats for the lineup. One of them can be Bellinger. I really think it's going to be Bellinger because the big domino that's fallen is Judge. He's made it publicly known that he wants Bellinger back, and I think the Yankees will cater to his needs as they should. And the thing is, you need another bat. That's the bottom line. Bellinger isn't sufficient enough to come back to this team and just take them to an AL East title and hopefully a World Series championship. Bellinger, as we said, not a superstar. He will not do that for you. So the Yankees If they want to bring back Bellinger, that's great. I'm all for it. But you need to find something else to go with that.
Would you
And
guys
who's
be
that going to
okay
be?
if we brought, let's say we get Bellinger, but then also on top of that we get Okamoto,
Yes. Sign me
Yeah.
up.
And
Then
or
and
why,
then he
why
before,
could,
is that
and
impossible? Why is that impossible with the checkbook of Hal? And I'm sick
Especially
and tired of
Okamoto's
hearing,
cheap.
I gotta pay the city $100 million on April 1st. Well, then why the heck did you get a stadium for? Because your
Can I?
father, rest in peace, your father wanted it. I mean,
Um,
come
You get the
on.
tax breaks.
Rant,
Don't forget the
rant.
tax breaks to get from that, right, Evan?
I got.
Yes, sir, Nick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I have a little
yeah.
speculation here. If I can tell you what I think is going on. This is me just talking out my behind. Okay. This is what I speculate. Okay. So don't hold me to it. All right,
I
guys
do
in the
this a
chat.
lot. Don't worry, Johnny.
You might chat. You might get mad, but hear me out. Remember when Hal Steinbrenner had that press conference?
Which
What the
one?
heck did he talk? The one he just had recently,
Okay.
like a month or so
um
ago. Okay.
Hmm.
yeah.
He really didn't mention anything when you think about it. Okay. He
No,
didn't
Yeah,
it
name of
was
say.
the
He
payroll.
didn't
We might
say.
get payroll.
He
We'll
didn't
see.
say where the team was going. He didn't say anything like this. And this is what I speculate. Okay. He basically was telling all the other owners, "I'm with you guys. Okay. I'm on your side, and I guarantee you, when the negotiations come up for the new contract after the 2026 season, I guarantee you, Hal Steinbrenner is going to be the face and the voice for the owners because he once represented um, all the spending, the evil empire, and now he's going to be with the other guys and wanting a.
well, I
I just
mean,
went blank for a second. You know what I was
yeah,
about to say.
but I mean
Yes.
he already technically is the with when remember the last couple years when it in between and the lockout, when that little mini lockout before spring training. um
That was in 2022, right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. But either way, guess who was the most mentioned owner on the owner side, and the one who was the talking points for it,
Hmm.
for what the
Belichick?
owners wanted? It was Hal Steinbrenner. Remember,
Yeah.
they used his quotes. You heard him talking about, well, we need a cap because the players, and you know and then he was complaining. And then you hear quotes of him complaining about the revenue sharing, what Manfred was making them do, right? So I could just see him being like that. So you know what I'm saying? There's some leeway to it, Johnny. You're not alone in it. So
Do you think Hal takes direct shots at Boris with that comment too? Because he's demanding so much, and
oh
Hal
yeah,
is,
oh
yeah,
yeah. That's kind of like the backhand, forehand, whatever you want to call it.
tennis game, yeah, tennis match. Yep.
I really don't think they don't know what they're talking about. Like Hal and Patrick, I don't even know what they're like. They can
I
say
think
all
they.
the money, revenue, stuff like that. And this is why Evan, like I brought up too, like in regards to the tax breaks too. Evan knows more about this than anyone because right now he's like he's studying this. But it's like how are you going to fool anyone in that field? How are you going to fool anyone that's like knows more about this than you? Not business wise, but more or less like like whether it's an accountant wise or even in that sense, how are you just gonna say all this like stuff that's gonna make all the fans confused to be like, oh, okay, maybe that's the right idea or something like that. It doesn't work like that. So you know what, Cashman, Hal, and I'm not even plug Aaron Boone in that, but like Cashman and Hal, they everything that they want to say in that sense.
And the
But it's
cupcake, man.
yeah, it's like alphabet soup, man. You drink alphabet soup and it goes the other way down the toilet. So it's like it's nothing. It means nothing. And it's like unless like you show something with that money, with
Right.
like, just everything that you have right now, it doesn't make a difference what words you say or what you say that's coming out of your mouth. So like enough, man. Like I don't know. It's like yeah, sure. Why can't they open up their paycheck or their what's it called?
But do they still have pocketbooks? or is it now all an app?
Say that
You know,
Checkbook. Checkbook.
No, pocket. What's that word? I think it's
a
obsolete.
You have
pocketbook, checkbook.
check balance where you can pretty much
You
just like
know, but
inside
the
cash,
ledger.
Is that obsolete right
the
now?
ledger,
Ledger.
your Excel files, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
the
but now they have the app versions of the ledgers. You know,
Yes, they do. Yeah, no, it's and they're
you
making
go
so
into
much
Rocket
money,
Money.
too,
You
like
know,
with just the college football game that they had at the stadium. They have the soccer games too. It's like NYCFC. It's like they're making so much that
Yep.
they're net they're making a profit either way. It's like the amount of tax that they have to pay is not nearly enough as how much they're getting. Right, they're making
and
a profit.
and we're one of the teams in MLB that actually has their own network that they own.
Yep.
Yes.
Instead
Yes.
of having contracts, you know, and having to negotiate contracts with these different networks like some of these other teams, they have their own network they own.
They brag about it. Look how many people watch the Yes Network. Look how much
Yeah,
attention that we're
I
getting.
mean
Yeah,
that was
but
something George started.
they only own 49%.
Yeah,
Everybody they own. I'm sorry,
They're like
51%, and it's and 49 the investors. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd say only. It's still a lot, but it's 51. It's not
but still,
90%.
They get a dividend though.
But what I'm
And
saying is,
one time they gave up more, and then they ended up buying. They ended up buying it back. So
right.
they actually weren't even the majority owners. They still have the final say, but there's a lot of people that count on profit from them, and I think that Hal is very, very, he watches what's going on. See, with George, profit or no profit, he was going to go out and he would have bought every superstar there
Oh
was.
yeah,
Still
but
investing.
I
But
mean,
Hal doesn't
but
do that.
but I remember when the Yankees were on MSG on Pix 11. When you had to go around, and then when the Yes started,
My Nine, remember that?
Channel 5.
yeah, My Nine, yeah,
Fox Five.
Fox.
I remember Fox
Fox
Five
Five,
with
When they had
who are
Tim
the two guys on
McCall.
there? Yes,
yeah,
yes, Tim McCarver and
yeah,
Joe Buck.
Bobby
and Joe
Mercer.
Buck,
Bobby Mercer.
Joe, yeah.
and then you remember with Joe Morgan on the ESPN with whatever his name that calls the Giants games now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but what I'm saying is George said, hey, instead of paying MSG and all these other networks to broadcast the games, why don't I just create a Yankees the Entertainment and Sports Network or whatever it's called?
Yep.
Listen,
And
one thing you
then
can't take away. I don't care what anybody calls George. The guy was a genius, an absolute genius. He bought the Yankees for he literally laid out $100,000. It was 10 million. I still have I mean, I was like, what was I? I don't know, 5 years old. For some reason, I have that article. And from the Daily News, George Steinbrenner buys Yankees for $10 million. And he put down $100,000 cash. When he died, the Yankees were at about $6.5 billion. I think he knew what he was doing. So you can't tell me a team that right now is worth almost $9 billion. Now, I'm not saying it's in his pocket. I'm not saying that. We know that Uncle Steve has it in his pocket. The Dodgers, they have it in their pocket. But Steinbrenner doesn't. And I do give leeway that he has a lot of things to pay. And I understand that. But to go to this level, there's no reason why a Bellinger or a Tucker should not be signed. You're in the rush of another 50,000 a game attendance. Make them happy. Do you want to see Aaron Judge get it? They can't win a World Series with this team. People, come on. Front office, wake up.
Listen,
Right
if
now-
Aaron Judge, I'm sorry, go ahead, Sean.
go ahead there.
Listen,
Johnny.
if Aaron Judge doesn't get a ring, guess who still has a job? Cashman still has a job. He's not going anywhere.
The
Uh,
scapegoat
Unless he
is big.
retires.
House Steinbrenner's still making his money. Okay, it doesn't matter because as long as he's keeping the team profitable, because bozos like myself are gonna go up and go to the games. I'm gonna buy the hat. I'm gonna do it all. I have like 25 Yankee hats, and guess what? Next year I'm gonna probably buy another 7. I'm still gonna be the idiot who's gonna come spend money. I said the only way we can show our displeasure and our protest is to stop spending money on this team. Okay,
Right.
because if you hit them where the wallet hurts, you're gonna say, "Huh, maybe I should put a good product on the field." You know, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
they don't care if Aaron Judge wins. I'm going to tell you right now. Do you think House Steinbrenner cares if he wins? Do you think Cashman cares if he wins? Guess what? All they care about is what their own interests are. Okay, that's all it
The
comes down
bottom
to. The
line.
people who care are probably, yeah, exactly. The people who really care are the fans. Even some of the players actually care. Maybe the coaches care, and stuff like that. The owners
Do
don't
you
care.
ever
Okay, as
see?
long as they're
Do
making
you
money.
ever see? Do you ever see House Steinbrenner where his sister is? Never. Is he
Yes.
too good for that? And I love Hal, but is he too
Yeah.
good for that? Go and sit in that darn seat, like
I love
Uncle
seeing her
Steve
there. Yeah.
does. If you
Yep.
don't like it, put your sister in charge. Darn it!
Wouldn't that be awesome though?
Yeah,
The
I would
Yankees
love
get
to
run
see.
by a woman.
Love to see Steinbrenner's sister and King Nang running this team. That's
Jen,
who should be
was it
running the
Need
Jen,
baseball
Jen
people.
Steinberger, whatever her name is,
Jennifer, is that her name?
Jennifer, something like that.
Yeah.
Jennifer
Jennifer,
should be.
Jessica, something.
She's there in all the
Her name.
crucial spots.
Yep.
Where the
Well,
heck
I'm
is
sure
Hal?
she.
We never
I'm
hear.
sure she's his
we
biggest
never hear her
advisor.
name.
Oh, my team's not winning all that good. And what does he do? He gives Meredith Marakovich 2 interviews. One in February and one after every year they lose the playoffs.
Cause
Come on, man.
he's got his yacht off the coast of Italy.
Yep. It's not. He's on his private plane. He's got his caviar. He's going to get his Rolex. He's doing his own thing. He's probably
wine.
more interested. Yeah, he's probably more interested
Oh,
in what's
yeah.
going on in Europe
then-
for soccer. He doesn't care about what's going on for the
And then
Yankees,
he'll go on,
know?
and then he'll go on Michael K's show and go, "Here's how I'm not like my father, but in a lot of ways I'm like my father."
Yeah, sure.
Listen, one thing, people can say whatever they want about George Steinbrenner, but the one thing that he hated more, the one thing he liked more than winning was not losing. He
Yeah.
hated. He hated losing. He hated losing.
Yeah,
He hated it.
and you don't understand, and I know this for 100% fact. Before they got Roger Clemens, he was a free agent and actually went to the Blue Jays. He flew to Clemens's house with an open checkbook. Sign it. Sign it. Whatever you want, sign it. I know that for 100% fact. And he wouldn't
Well,
sign
man.
it.
I mean, you heard it. Sometimes he even played golf with the guys he was going to sign. He did it with Gary Sheffield, but he did it with other guys. Literally, they'd be playing golf, and then, hey, you're playing for the Yankees.
I mean, they are waiting for another Derek Jeter. They're waiting for another Mariano Rivera. They're waiting for another Babe Ruth. They have a Babe Ruth in a sort of way, in Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
But you're not going to find Mariano Rivera anymore. So go out and get 3 or 4
You're not-
players.
You're not going to find another Derek Jeter. I don't care if you go to Kalamazoo, Michigan, and find the next shortstop over there
Christ.
that looks kind of like him. No. But no, Derek Jeter was a one of a kind, a guy that hustled all the time, played with heart, had skill, but he was the king of improvising and the king in the clutch. There's 2 things that you gotta be of a special caliber to be both able to improvise on the fly, like that flip play that they keep replaying.
Yep.
Yep.
2000.
That wasn't. You don't even rehearse that most of the time. You do we practice the regular relays. The ball was being overthrown all the relays, and Jeter hustled all the way from shortstop,
Anybody know who
got the
threw that
ball past the
field?
foul line, and flipped it to Jorge Posada, who
Yep.
tagged Giambi. And if Giambi had slid, then we wouldn't be talking about the play. But no, that's why Derek Jeter. Well, there's not another Derek Jeter. There's not another Mariano. There's not another Andy Pettitte unless you're going to find the most clutch big game pitcher with the killer pickoff left move. But that's hard to find.
I agree. Anybody know who threw that ball to Jeter?
Shane Spencer.
Very good.
It was Shane Spencer. No, it was absolutely.
Excellent. You know, I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, you know, if you're waiting for another Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera, well, I got news for you. You'll never see it in our lifetime. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it ain't happening.
Well, so I'm sorry. I just want to point. So, like, look, we're ranking on the front office. So, what do you think, hypothetically? What do you think their plan is? Like, just like, let's just say if you guys are in the front office right now, like, we're talking smack about Al, talking smack about Cashman. What would you do? What would you do if you guys were in the front office?
I'd bring back Bellinger, and I'd get some other right-handed position player.
Right.
Heavy emphasis on right-handed.
Okay.
But I think it's hard to pick. It's hard to say what they're gonna do because I honestly think they could be waiting on so many other players. Their number, they're in a standoff with Bellinger. I think they could see maybe a guy's numbers come down. I mean, we could see Mai's number dramatically drop. Could they maybe get him? And Benji put Bichette in the comments. I think Bichette's a perfect fit for the Yankees. I think he's just what we need. Do I think the Yankees get Bo Bichette? No. Do I think they should? Yes. I think they should because right now, and this is not talked about enough, how the Yankees do not have a shortstop for next year. Everyone says, oh, Jose Caballero. Cabby, love the guy. Not a shortstop. Not even an everyday, just not a shortstop, period. You hated Volpe's defense? Wait until you see Cabby's defense every day. It is just as bad as if not even worse. This guy is a second baseman, corner, outfield guy. Some third base too. He does not have the footwork for shortstop. He does not have the arm accuracy. His glove work is okay, but to play shortstop, you need to have the footwork. You need to have the brain. You need to have the IQ. Again, love Cabby. He does not have what it takes to be an everyday shortstop, and the Yankees have a vacancy there.
Yes.
If he is expected to play almost half the season at least, because Volpe's not just going to be handed back the starting job. They've made that clear. There's going to be a lot of errors.
Yeah, I agree with you, George. Yes.
There's going to be a lot of problems because Cabby is not an everyday player. He's great to have off the bench. Pinch run him. Fantastic. He's not an everyday player, and that's the bottom line, which is why a guy like Bo Bichette, a 311 hitter, someone who can be your leadoff man. That's another thing. Who's your leadoff hitter? Right now, it's Trent Grisham. How'd that go? I love Trent, but I'm sorry. I guess I'm not on the club that thinks a 230 hitter should be leading off for you guys. You think a 230 hitter should be hitting in front of Aaron Judge? Are you kidding me? Bo Bichette is a perfect table setter. He is a base hit machine. Little bit of injury concern, but I'm okay with it. He's not the prettiest defensively, but he's better defensively than Volpe. He is better defensively than Cabby. So at the end of the day, someone who is a line drive hitter who will hit 300 plus, there is just no reason why he shouldn't be on the Yankees' radar. He's not going to get a huge contract.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not at all. If this Bellinger thing drags out, sign Bo Bichette. That's the guy I want for the Yankees. And then add a pitcher. I think they're going to do this via trade With the team, don't give me Sandy Alcantara for crying out loud. He's had a 6 ERA back-to-back seasons. What logic does that make? Oh yeah, he won a Cy Young a few years ago. Hasn't been the same since coming off Tommy John. I love Sandy. That's honestly one of my favorite pitching seasons I've ever watched is Cy Young year because that's the definition of a workhorse. But he doesn't have it. Yeah, he was great in his prime. I remember watching him pitch a 10-inning complete game shutout for the Marlins. That was great. But after the Tommy John, not the same, not worth the risk, especially when it's going to cost you Ben Rice probably.
Absolutely.
If you ask the Marlins for a trade, they're going to want either Ben Rice or Jason Dominguez, and they're probably going to go Ben Rice because that's the safest option. They're going to want a major league ready bat. And Ben Rice he's a major league ready bat. They're gonna want Ben Rice, and I'm not giving up Ben Rice for Sandy Alcantara. Especially, I mean Ben Rice.
No.
I want something good. The only pitcher I'll give up Ben Rice for, besides Tarek Skubal, is Joe Ryan on the Twins. That's honestly the only guy I would trade Ben Rice for. Not giving him up for Mackenzie Gore. I don't even really want Mackenzie Gore. Not for any of the other two Marlins pitchers, Erie Perez or Edward Cabrera. JoJo out in St. Louis, not giving up Ben Rice for him. So really Joe Ryan, who I think is an ideal trade target. But even then, I'd play around first. I'd say I'll give you Dominguez, I'll give you a few other prospects, but I kind of want to keep Ben Rice. Swing built for Yankee Stadium. That's kind of what I would do if I was the Yankees. But the biggest thing is get a good sense of this market. If contracts are dropping and there's better alternatives than to giving Bellinger a 7-year contract, and I don't think he'll get one. I think it's very unlikely. I think Boris eventually breaks, but why fight that battle if you can cash in on market drops? So that's just
George,
my take on that.
George, I have a follow-up question too. So, like, a lot of people were really complaining about Bichette, and also Kyle Tucker. Oh, they're injury prone. At this point, does it matter? Like, you just like what product you're getting for the Yankees, like with the Yankees. Does it really matter at this point? Like in regards to that?
I honestly, yeah. I mean, I feel like Bichette just is such a dynamic player, which is what they need. You know, they need someone to be dynamic. They need someone to put together quality at bats. That's honestly something Ben Rice needs to work on. Ben Rice needs to stop the one pitch outs. But Bo Bichette is someone who's going to work a pitcher. He's someone who's going to see a lot of pitches. He's going to grind out ABs. It's not going to be, your 2-pitch ground out, pop outs, whatever you want. So Bichette just is a professional hitter, which is what the Yankees need.
Yes.
He's not someone who's going to look clueless sometimes at bat, because Cabby can look clueless. No shade to Cabby again, but I feel like we're overrating him. He had some good moments for us. He's fun to watch. I love the guy. He had the Lilo and Stitch bat for Players Weekend. Great movie, by the way, Lilo and Stitch, if you haven't seen it. But, at the end of the day, I want this is my favorite saying. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If the Yankees just bring back Bellinger, that's insane, because nothing's going to change if you bring back Bellinger.
Well, why don't we do this? Go around the team right now. First of all, we can't even do it, but let's say you bring back Bellinger. What are you bringing back? What does the team look like, George? You start us off. Go ahead.
If you're just bringing back Bellinger, I would have to assume, and you're doing no other moves, that Bellinger is going to be in left field. Wells is going to have to catch, and Rice is going to play first. Ideally, I would want Rice to catch. I would try and bring in another position player. I would be okay. I would be sign me up for Bellinger at first, Bichette at short, and Dominguez in left. Sign me up for that. But at the end of the day, you're going to have Austin Wells catching if you just bring back Belly, who actually had a pretty good postseason against Boston. But honestly, I've said this before, trade Austin Wells and get Aaron Judge a really nice car. He's not doing anything for me. At first base, Ben Rice, love the kid. I see loads of potential in Ben Rice. He got very unlucky last season. Kudos to him for not losing his mind, just hitting line drives at the center fielder's face like for a whole month. So kudos to him for not losing his mind. I know I would. When it happens to me in the show, I throw my controller. But Ben Rice, I see a lot of potential in the kid. He's fit for New York. His swing is there. He's pretty clutch. I'm fine with that. At second base, Jazz Chisholm. I don't like the Jazz Chisholm hate I'm seeing. I do think that if the trade presents itself to get rid of Jazz, I'd look into it. I think he's a solid trade piece. To get something good, you have to give up something good. But right now, with just bringing back Bellinger, you cannot trade Jazz Chisholm because he's one of the only few solid top level hitters left in this lineup. This is a 30-30 guy from the second base position. You're not getting that anywhere else. Love me some Jazz Chisholm. That's why, if you do bring back Bellinger and you get another bat, yeah, you could start experimenting with the Jazz trade. But if you're just bringing back Bellinger, Joe, you can't trade Jazz. You got to keep him. Third
Yeah.
base, you got Ryan McMahon. Fantastic glove, terrible bat. I know I just don't see him with McMahon. I'll say this again. You put McMahon in Boston. You put McMahon in Toronto, and he doesn't look as bad because he's supported by good lineups. On a weaker Yankee lineup that is so left-handed heavy, he stands out because he doesn't hit. Now, I think there's value in Ryan McMahon just because of how many ground ball pitchers the Yankees have. Max Fried gets a lot of ground balls, so having a vacuum cleaner in Ryan McMahon is beneficial, but he's not going to do you any good in the regular season. I'm sorry. Ryan McMahon, he's a baseball player's player, okay? As a baseball fan, I could appreciate who he is, but for this Yankee team, if you're just bringing back Bellinger, because that's the hypothetical situation, McMahon sticks out because there's nothing else to support him. At shortstop, you have a platoon of Oswaldo Cabrera and Jose Caballero. No comment on that. Oh my gosh. I love Waldo. Honestly, when Oswaldo got hurt last year, that was the turning point. That's kind of when it all went to crap for the Yankees season, when Oswaldo got hurt. So honestly, he's not an everyday player, Oswaldo, but he brings energy. He puts together good at-bats. He can play anywhere. So I'm not too mad about him coming back.
No, he's everywhere, Waldo. Where's Waldo?
I like that. Left field, you're gonna have Jason Dominguez. I like the kid. I like the Martian. This is someone who proved he can even bat leadoff. If you want to experiment with that, honestly, I would not be opposed to trying Jason Dominguez in the leadoff spot if you keep him. Center field, Trent Grisham's back. Yippee! Greatest. I just don't understand why we gave him
22 million Gold Glove.
Don't understand why we gave him that qualifying offer. Trent Grisham must have been sitting around once he got the call from Cashman. He's probably like, "You're offering this to me? $22 million for me? Oh, thank you, thank you." Right field, right field, some guy named Aaron Judge. I don't know really what we're gonna get out of right field with Aaron Judge, but probably like a 50 homer season. Nothing crazy. DH, Giancarlo.
The Golden Boy.
No. Just another casual 400 flirtation. 400 with 50 homers. Yeah. Just another casual historic season.
And DH Giancarlo Stanton, someone who I think will have a good season. I mean, he had a real. I know he wasn't fantastic in the postseason, but you gotta remember, this guy, with the pace he was for the second half of the season, had he played the whole year, he might have broken the single season home run record. Giancarlo Stanton was on a tear the back end of the season, so he could be something next year. I mean, he's going to have to be something if we're just bringing back Bellinger. That's your lineup. Not in love with it. Not in love with it one bit. It's the same thing as last year with more red flags,
Yeah.
Right. Wells took a step down. If you gave me this lineup going into, a year prior, I'd be okay with it because we had some momentum on Austin Wells. I was a big Wells fan, honestly, going into last year. I was big on Dominguez. Obviously, you got Bellinger and all that. So, I mean, I'm not happy with it though. Just
Yeah.
bring back Bellinger. That just proves you need to do more. If you
Just
want to
running it back.
stay competitive with the Orioles and the Red Sox, and of course the juggernaut Blue Jays now, gotta do more. And that's not even addressing the pitching staff. You're down
Right.
Garrett Cole for a lot longer than people think. Garrett
And you
Cole
know,
will miss a lot of time. It's just a fact, you know. And I honestly knew in the back of my mind he's going to need Tommy John because you remember the year before he missed the first half of the season with a forearm injury.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
always leads to
Yeah.
Tommy John. That's like having a calf strain in the NBA that turns into an Achilles tear.
Hmm.
Very
So
Mhm.
he's going to miss a lot of time. Rodon's going to miss time. So
Yeah.
that's pitching's just a different story. You know,
So
we're in a
Great
deep,
point.
Joe.
Absolutely.
so George, Ken has a great question for you.
Mm.
Have you looked at Cade Winkes yet?
Cade Winkest.
He's from the Rule 5 draft.
That's the guy we picked
the
up in the
Cardinals.
Rule 5 draft from
From
the
the
card.
Cardinals. Yeah.
Cardinals pitcher. Yeah, that's the guy that throws hard, I believe.
Right. Yeah, he
Flamethrower.
throws like 104. Then he's got like a nasty sinker or something. I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at his numbers last year in the minor leagues. He pitched in last year. He pitched in high A and double A. In double A, he wasn't actually that bad. A 3.19 ERA. He actually got shelled in single A, but he got the call up and pitched good. So we're not gonna really worry too much about that. Definitely like a bullpen arm. I think. If the question is, do they think could he be someone in the rotation? No, I don't. He's not going to be in the rotation.
I
I
think
think
he's
they're
just
more. They're going to be more open to moving up Elmer Rodriguez Cruz to the rotation
I
than
can
a
see
guy like Winquest. So, but
They could
definitely a
just,
bullpen guy.
yeah. No, and it's a solid pickup through the Rule 5 draft. I'm not too bad. I'm not going to shade it. But yeah, I hope they would use him as a rule thing. And then the other thing is with Heel, and then I'm gonna go into uh what I would do with if I was GM. Heel, I think they should move to the bullpen because we don't know when the next injury is gonna start, and is it gonna be another devastating? Because he's been having shoulder problems, and he's had problems since he came back from
He's
the
that
Tommy
Tommy
John.
John.
Yeah, and then he had shoulder problems with the lat strain. So, you know, we don't know what we're gonna get. I love the kid. I want to see. He's, but he always runs out of gas in that fifth or sixth inning, and you know, that's kind of where I would want to transition him to the bullpen.
I'd love
Now,
that. I'd love that, but the problem is being down Rodon and Cole. You don't have the
what
luxury
we
to
need that
experiment.
that's why I want them to get either in May or trade for a guy, maybe Peralta, but I know that Peralta is on his walk year, so we're gonna burn ourselves next year down the road. It's like kicking the can down the road. But I mean, Freddie Peralta would be awesome, or if we find somebody else that's solid, mid tier guy that can just be a workhorse, reliable every fifth day, get us 5 or 6 innings, and we can just work on it. But here, if I was GM, I would make sure we get Bellinger, but I would get Okamoto or get another guy, a couple right-handed bats to solidify. I wouldn't have a problem with Bellinger because that would at least give a little competition for Volpe. That if he really wants that job, his dream job, he's got to compete for it and perform to his level. Now, I also wouldn't mind if they get the bit, but the thing I would do though is I would tell Mister Rosen,
James Rosen, yeah.
hey, pack your bags, get out and hit the road, Jack. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
And don't you
Um,
come back no more, no more, no more,
Hit the
no
road,
more. Hit
Jack.
the
yeah.
road. And don't
So,
you come back
but no,
no more. Hey, listen.
I
We
would
had
hire a real. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, Alex Centrone should have been the Yankee batting coach.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of people should have been the
Smart
Yankee
he was.
batter.
I mean, how that I'm telling you guys, please, not because I want you just to listen to the show. Listen to what he has to say before we make any other judgments. Listen to that show, and you'll find and you'll see what it is. What a batting coach. Now he knows deep down the way and again, Volpe is just a puppet here. He is being mistreated because they want power. They're in love with this. They just want muscle. They want home runs. It doesn't work. When are they going to learn this?
What we've been saying, he said on the interview today. What we've been saying the whole year, he said today on the interview in a more appropriate way for a hitting coach, obviously.
Right. So no, what I was saying is, you tell Rosin, pack his bags and hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. And then you hire yourself a real. I wouldn't have a problem. We call up Don Mattingly, not just that to be our hitting coach, probably to be the manager, and have Boone be the hitting coach, and just tell him to sit there for the whole season. But
That's not happening,
Then
but
you really
I
gonna
know.
go Bob
Yeah,
Boone?
that's gonna happen, man.
if I'll say this though, if the season goes to crap, Boone's gonna leave on his own terms. Heavy air quotes on his own terms. If the season goes, he'll be the scapegoat. In terms
Yeah.
of the hitting coach, though, I did not mind for the brief time we had him, Sean Casey, when
Yes.
he
Yeah.
was the Yankees hitting coach.
Yeah.
Now,
Unfortunately, he wants to be home. I mean, and I
I
can't
know.
blame him.
That's
He wants
fine.
to be
Yeah,
home
that's
with
fine.
his daughters.
but
Yeah, no.
someone like that, because this was a dark day. These were dark days for us Yankee fans. These were the Rougned Odor days. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to think back for that. What
do you mean? Shut the door.
But this was just someone with that kind of mentality, because you want to see strikeout heavy. Look at the early 2020s Yankees, and this was a guy that just turned us into. He got us to do more situational hitting. If we could implement that, I'm not saying hire Sean Casey because he wouldn't take the job, as Joe said, but someone who has that kind of mindset and that kind of approach to be the Yankees hitting coach. Everyone throws out these legend names, but it's honestly hard. I mean, I don't see maybe Donnie Baseball. I would love Bernie Williams, but that's not gonna happen. Even though Bernie's the perfect guy, you want to see some situational hitting. There you go, Bernie Williams. But
Or
Yeah.
I like that
maybe
word for the
Paul O'Neill.
Yankees. Situational hitting, something that was non-existent in the playoffs.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I want to put up what Kenneth says. And he would do is pass on Bellinger, DFA Stanton, pay his $34 million, and say thank you, we love you, but you're gone. And we owe him, and we owe him to bring in, and we owe to get Luis Ariz to be the next DH, sign Suarez, and bringing in Austin Hayes to platoon with Spencer Jones.
It's a lot of pieces moving around. I don't think the Yankees are smart enough to do that. Yeah.
I love
I
it.
don't
when-
like. I don't
That's the
like
thing.
those.
That's the thing. Are they smart enough to do that?
I don't.
No,
think,
but
But even
I don't
if they
love
do
all of that.
It's like a
Think
James
about-
Bond movie. It's like it's
Think
the song with
about
the
this
bomb.
team.
Like,
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but-
Think about the team,
It's a
though.
puzzle for them.
I don't love it. I
Why?
don't love I don't love
No.
the getting rid of Stanton aspect. I mean, I'm not gonna DFA him and then eat the 34 mil. I mean, Stanton is one of the players. I know he was. I mean, people act like he had a terrible postseason. He wasn't that bad in the playoffs. Just because he wasn't Babe Ruth in the postseason like he previously was, he wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
And in the regular
George-
season, was a monster. This is the only guy besides Grisham really on this team, and Grisham was non-existent. Giancarlo Stanton has the clutch gene. Okay, you're not finding that anywhere else really, and a Yankee team where no
but
one
George,
else is
you gotta-
clutch. And I mean,
George,
no
you gotta
one else is
realize
clutch.
one thing. You got to realize one thing, though. I mean, Stanton is not getting any younger.
I
And he breaks
understand that.
down when he's 27, 28. 30. I mean, he's going to be 36 years old, 35, 36.
This
His
is an
body
Aaron.
already he can't do much. He's just like a cockroach that can't run. Listen, I love the guy, but he's killing the team. He's killing.
He's not
Yeah.
killing the team.
I mean,
Yes, he's
I'd love
killing
to.
the team because you can't.
He's
You
taking up a
can't
spot.
maneuver.
We wouldn't make the playoffs last year if it wasn't for Giancarlo Stanton. We would not make the playoffs if he wasn't on the team. And at the end of the day, what's the point? This is Aaron Hicks on steroids if you DFA Giancarlo Stanton. It's just a bigger contract. Why would you DFA him, not have him on the team, and just eat his contract? Why for him to go to the Red Sox and kill the
Because
Yankees?
it opens up a manager's eyes. You can do so many things. Judge can DH. Judge gets a rent. You can't do
Put Judge
that
at
any
first
right
base.
now, and Judge isn't getting any younger. So when
But
Stanton
Judge is
finally
Superman.
goes, wait a minute. When Judge finally, sorry, but when Judge finally goes, when Stanton goes, Judge is an old man.
First base.
Yeah, a lot that's going to do. Look at the Goldschmidt. I mean, he got old right in front of our eyes in 1 year.
What?
I'm just saying.
I don't like
haven't you
Urias
seen
move.
enough that the Yankees can't run? Even if this guy gets on, he can't run the bases.
Luis
If you
Urias
don't
is
hit a
no
home run,
different
you have
than
to
that.
come home.
Luis Urias is a slug trying to run the bases, and I think I don't like the Urias move either. I see Urias; he's not a valuable player. Luis Urias. I'm not someone that's saying you need to hit 30 homers, but when you're not getting extra base hits, okay? You're not putting the ball into the gap. You're just not doing it for me, And this is a guy who hit 292, which is good. It's very good. But for a guy that's only hitting singles, and he's on the decline too. I know it's 292, but you're going 354, 314, 292. Down, down, down. Luis Urias batting average go. It's still high, but at the end of the day, if he was still batting 350, I would like it. But if all you're doing is hitting singles for me, and you're not doing it at a ludicrous amount, what's the point? What's the point? I want hitters that can drive the ball, not drive them into the stands. I want guys that are going to take a pitch, drive it into the gap, and get on second base. Urias isn't doing that. He's hitting me a bloop single, Luis Urias. His average exit velo is 86 miles per hour. That's not good. That's honest. That's one of the lowest in the MLB. And I'm not trying to sound like a John Fisher, an analytic nerd, but I'm just looking at Urias as a player. And this is not someone I want for the team. Also, he plays atrocious defense wherever you put him. He's probably your DH, honestly. His defense is so bad at second base. At first base, he's not great. He's just not good defensively. There's no value really in him. I'm just not in love with that contract even. And if you're going to be $34 million in the hole, because hypothetically, if we go this route and you DFA Stanton, you're $34 million in the hole. You're going to eat his contract, and you're going to take Urias on top of that and then add Ranger Suarez? No.
No, he's talking about Eugenio Suarez.
Even worse.
Yeah, I don't
Even
want
worse.
Eugenio Suarez.
Strikeout, 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 strikeout,
Well,
strikeout.
no. He did have a 4-homer game,
That's cool.
and he did tear the ball off the cover with.
the triple.
Yeah, but we're not looking for homer.
He meant Ranger Suarez.
But we're looking for
Is he?
contact.
Did he?
We
Oh,
don't have contact hitters. We have strikeout
Okamoto.
hitters. We have home run hitters. You're talking about a rise now. Again, I don't think he's the greatest first baseman ever. We know that, but he will solve your leadoff. Definitely your leadoff problem. That's
It's another
one.
lefty.
I know.
It's another lefty. When we go up against the Red Sox, Crochet's on the mound, we're screwed. When we go up against the Blue Jays, and they have you Savage on the mound, we're screwed. It's another lefty. This is why I like Okamoto. You want to
Well,
contact bat.
you say this, isn't he a righty?
Am I mistaken? I feel like he might be a. I think I think you're right. He is a righty, but
No, he's a righty. Yeah.
I mean, I
I'm
like.
just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, aren't we? I mean, I know. Listen, Giancarlo Stanton is not a bad. He's a great guy, and I love him. I'm just saying that it's just getting worse and worse. That he number one, he can't run. Number two, he's in the middle of that lineup, and he gets in those slumps. That's how we lose, and we lose ground because of it. If we're steady like the Blue Jays and have guys that hit solid base hits and get on and move runners over, we're not doing that.
Well,
Are we ready? Are we ready for another 2-3 years of the same garbage?
well, that's why I was saying we need a real hitting coach. That's why I'm saying you tell Rousing or whatever his name is, hit the road, and then you whatever you figure out, because we used to have that solid where 1 through 9 we had all these guys who understood and knew the situation at hand when they were up, and they did what was required of them, and they all passed the baton, and they did damage. They wore out the pitchers, and then they did damage.
No, I listen. I hear you. To just go another year the same way, the same route is horrible. I mean, I just don't know how to explain it. I mean, are you comfortable with this Yankee lineup, or are you comfortable with the Toronto Blue Jays lineup?
Toronto.
Oh, definitely Toronto. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you seen what Toronto was.
In Toronto, there's not one guy you could say on Toronto. Well, if he gets on first base, you got to get 4 hits. You either hit a home run, you got to get 4 hits in a row. Now, what are the odds to do that?
Well,
Now, and you know that Stanton's going to get hurt. I mean, your own GM said that.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I mean, well, come on. The last few years with Stanton have been. Yeah, we know we're gonna miss 40. He's gonna miss 40 games due to injury or whatever the case is. Um, takes 2 months to come back from a hamstring injury.
So
I mean,
Harrison Bader did well in the postseason. So
yeah, I mean Harrison Bader, I would not mind having him back. I mean, he was a guy that was not afraid of the clutch
I
situations.
think he's signed with somebody already, didn't he?
I don't think so.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think he's still free agent.
I would
George, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
My bad. Thank you, Evan. I've been talking for a little while.
No, we
I'm
can't
being
hear you.
ignored.
Hey,
In terms of Arias, though, if we want to find a contact leadoff hitter, I would rather go Bichette or Okamoto just because of the fact they're righties. And honestly, if you want to talk about batting average, Bichette had a better batting average than Luis Arias last year. Yeah, I don't think Luis Arias is the guy for the Yankees. If you even give him a 5-year deal, that's going to bite you in the butt, I feel like, with Luis Arias. And I want more righties. I'm not adding another lefty into this lineup. There's no reason to do that. That's going to hurt the Yankees. And Okamoto, this is someone who hit 330 in the Japanese league. That's probably like a 295, 300 here overseas. Bo Bichette's someone who had 311. These are both better batting averages than Luis Arias. And the batting average, I think we can all agree, that's the contact stat. You want a contact hitter, let's look at their batting average. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see how many times they get hits. So,
but today, to a lot of analytics and to a lot of quote unquote front office nerds, batting average today is like pitchers' wins. No one really cares about it but the fans and maybe the player. A lot of them care more about what's their OPS plus and what's their,
I like OPS plus.
I mean, I like those too, but I rather a guy that has an all around slash line.
Yes.
That
Agreed.
250 plus
Yes.
Absolutely.
whatever
Yes.
485 OB. Give me a slash line that says you're well rounded, that you're gonna get on base most of the time, or you're gonna put the ball in the play most of the time, and you just know how to do the thing. You're gonna. I wish there were more gap to gap hitters, but we seem to not find them, or we get guys like Jacoby Ellsbury.
Oh,
Yes.
We won't even. Hey George, how about tackling Tatis? What do you
yes.
think about Tatis?
This is something Dennis put in the comments, asking me to break down. I love Tatis. Okay, I love Fernando. This is my boy right there. The thing with Tatis, they see him as someone that can. Let me first break down Tatis as a player. This is someone who was the leadoff man for San Diego. They put him at the one spot. I really like Tatis. Okay, he walks at a decently high rate. He doesn't strike out that much. He's a righty, platinum glove defense in the corner outfield spot. He could play right and he could play left. Coming to the Yankees, he would obviously play left. Excuse me. This is someone who could steal. This is someone who can put together good seasons. The problem with Tatis is San Diego, they've been trying to get over this hurdle. Okay, they've making the playoffs a few years in a row. They can't get over the wild card. They can't get over the DS. They haven't even played in a championship series since I think 22 when they played Philadelphia. So they want to get over that hurdle, but they want to keep Tatis at that core. Machado's been balling out. He's been living up to his contract. Obviously, Tatis says they have Jackson Merrill coming back, a superstar center fielder. They have talent. The problem is there's one guy on that team who hasn't been living up to his contract, and he has 8 more years left on his contract.
You talking
That's
about Xander Bogart?
Mm-hmm. The only way the Padres will trade Tatis is if they package Xander Bogaerts. It has to be both of them. Okay? Tatis, they want to keep him, and they've made that clear they want to keep him. They will only trade Tatis if Xander Bogaerts is included, and I don't want the Yankees to add that contract because Bogaerts, 8 more years of that, paying that kind of money, not happy with it. If the Yankees can somehow pull off Tatis and they don't need to take Bogaerts too, oh my gosh, sign me up. Maybe even add Mason Miller while you're at it. Be our setup man. Like, sign me up 10 times out of 10. But that's the only way I see Tatis being a Yankee if they include Bogarts, because they're just so desperately trying to get rid of Xander Bogaerts, but no one takes him because of his contract. And I don't think the Yankees, a team that's being decently conservative on money, I just don't see them making the move if Bogarts is attached. Again, if they can make the move without Bogarts, sign me up. I love Tatis. Also, the energy Tatis brings to the clubhouse, and this is not bad energy. This isn't him being an asshole. This isn't Soto energy. This is pure fun enjoyment. Okay? So you watched. I went to San Diego actually. Saw Tatis play. I left the ballpark with a smile on my face. Okay, Tatis is fun to watch. He actually stole home in that game, straight steal of home. He plays with so much energy and intensity. That's what the Yankees need, honestly. That's what the Yankees could use. A player like that, someone who plays their heart and soul out. Tatis would be perfect, but I just don't see it happening. I'd see the most likelihood if you add Bogarts, but I don't think that's possible. One guy I do want the Yankees to get, which also probably won't happen, Nico Horner. Look into that. That's someone.
Yeah, no, that
297 average, only 7 homers, but who gives a crap? 30 doubles, 30 stolen bases, Gold Glove defense. That's a guy I love. But also, Chicago just extended him. Really don't see the Cubs moving him. Just someone I see them looking into.
That was an option I was looking at because, I mean, Donovan was fun for a little while, but, the fun to talk about, but I don't see that happening either. Yeah, there's some other options too. But also, here's the thing: they mentioned today that the Angels worked a deal
Rendon. Yeah.
where where basically they're gonna pay Rendon, but he's not gonna show up.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they restructured his contract. So they're paying him to basically be Bobby Bonilla.
Wait,
Yeah.
how does that working out? Like, how does that work out?
So basically, they're saying, "Hey, you need to retire, but we're gonna pay you the rest of the contract." But they probably worked it out and stretched it out a little further, so it's kind of easier on them. But he
Wow.
can hang out in the Maldives and have coconut drinks. But
I'd take
that's what I think the Padres should do with Xander Bogarts, because I don't honestly see him having any rebounding with any of the teams. He just
You
be
know
like,
what?
hey, go hang out on the Maldives.
You
And
know, I honestly, I really, in my opinion, I really don't care about these stats. I really don't. Like Bellinger, he can take good craps during the day and play better during the day. Kyle Tucker can take diarrheas, craps during the night, and he can play better during the night. It doesn't matter. At this point right now, the Yankees need to just do what they need to do. I don't care what it is. Look, if you're going to chase Bellinger again, if you're going to chase Imai, which you never talked to him, you never even said hi to him, you never even had a Tinder account, and you swiped left or right, fine, okay, whatever it is, whatever the case is, I just think right now stats are out the window. Again, words are good in poems, and alphabet soup is great in your mouth, and it comes out of your butt. It doesn't matter. Right now, it's just right. It's just make your team better. I don't care about what stats they have against lefties, righties. At this point right now, if it's going to make your team great right now, and then this is what you have, then just make it happen. Because it again, not a rush, but you have to be smart about this too. But if you're going to have your analytics team do your work for you, and then it's going to make it happen, then they can't really just drop the ball on this too. So it's a double-edged sword. So this is what they're at right now. So I don't know. It's just I don't want to be repetitive again with what I have to say every time, but you guys nailed it on the head tonight. You guys really nailed it on the head
Yeah.
tonight. Really good.
yeah, and I'm glad we had a big stream, everyone, and please press the like button and also
Yes.
subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, and just remember, everyone in the chat, as you know, we love each and every one of you. Everybody has an opinion. It doesn't have to be ridiculed of it. Everybody is right and wrong in their way. This is sports. We're having fun talking about it. We go back and forth, but there's no reason to make a comment about a person or anything like that. Let's focus on the main topic, and that's the Yankees. That's what we have to focus on, not somebody's opinion on somebody else. That's what makes us different on this show. It should be calm, nice, and we talk everything out, and we appreciate that. So and I'm really me. I mean, we're in the middle of we're ready for a new year. And let's not end it, being a little, crazy. When we had fun, but no name calling. There's no reason for it. We all have opinions, and everybody in their own way that's watched more than 100 baseball games understands the right or wrong of baseball. And some know more than others, and you have to respect that. Just like we respect, what you're saying. You have to respect somebody, let's say, that's known the game for 40 years or 35 years. So you have to give a little bit, just like in the possible strike. The owners have to give in to the players have to give in to the owners, and the arbitrators got to make a decision. So that's all I'm
And the
saying.
fans pay the price.
and the fans pay the price.
Absolutely.
So the bottom line here is let's have fun, and whatever I mean, even if the man or the woman is wrong, that's their opinion. That's the beauty of life. That's their opinion. If George says he doesn't like the first baseman, if Sean says he doesn't like the first baseman, hey, I don't like a band. Does that make me a cruel person, a disgusting piece of garbage? No, of course not. And it's the same way in sports. It's the same way of a player. We have to respect each and every statement. But have fun. Disagree, I have no problem with that. What I do have a problem with is when you're putting somebody down, and that's not right. You don't know the person. You only know the person in the chat, and that's the way it should be. We're all family here, and I'm going to keep it that way. 100%, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000,000,000%. That's not going to change here. And and all we do is trying to bring you entertainment, have fun. We don't have to come on here. We come on because we love the chat. We love every co-host here is tremendous, and everybody in the chat today. We had a tremendous viewing audience, and we still do. And I love it to death. But let's be kind. I mean, say your piece. I'm not saying no. You don't like this guy? Great. But what does that have to do with your fellow chat, with your fellow man? Has nothing to do with that. But you want to get mad at Anthony Volpe? Get mad at Anthony Volpe. But you know what, guys? He's still on the New York Yankees. And if you don't like it, 29 other teams.
Right. And he's still making what, $5 million a year or something like that? I don't know.
Whatever he's making, the bottom line is we're fans. We all love the team, but we have no control. The control is the Steinbrenner family. The control is every owner that owns a sports team. We can talk about it. We can't even suggest because they won't even listen to us.
Right.
When the Yankees close that door in the war room, there's nobody else. There's not 50,000 people. There's not a $500 million contract. There's what? Hal Steinbrenner and Cashman and a few others. That's all that's there. And when they walk out of that room and they say what they're going to do or who they're going to get, then we report on it, whether it's right or wrong. Anybody agree with me at all?
Oh, we agree with you.
Oh,
We wanted the Joe rant. We were waiting.
Yeah,
We were
I-
silently cheering on for the Joe rant.
2025.
I think
One more day.
What
Please
was Derek Jeter's line with this people? Respect, respect, respect. That's all we want.
I think there's some truth to what John's been saying too. I mean, obviously, don't go
I agree.
crazy, but I mean, debates fuel what we do. At the end of the day, I mean, me and Joe had a nice debate going today a little bit.
Yes.
That's kind of what fuels this kind of thing. Just the biggest thing is just respect. Have your opinions, talk about it. Don't go cursing. Don't go degrading someone. Don't call anyone like an idiot or anything. But I think it's really, and we've done this before on the show. It just really is perfect when one side has their argument, the other side has theirs. They're able to back it up and go back and forth and have a conversation. I think that's kind of what the show thrives on. And we had that today. But definitely, I think it's important to know that we can't go off the rails. We can't cross the line. When you cross the line, that just makes it no fun anymore. You don't want to have people who are joining the show as like a fun thing to do. You know, jump in the chat and then just being called like just feeling like an idiot. You know, that's no fun.
No,
I think
No,
that's
it's not.
there's definitely a line.
But
I
yeah,
think,
when
yeah. I'm sorry, Sean. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, when we do have these debates, it's just important that you got to remember that there's common ground at some point, and you got to be civil with each other and respect, respect, respect. Otherwise, you know, we're just gonna be no better than what we hear on the news.
Absolutely, yeah.
Whoa, John O'Neill with the $10 super chat. Happy 2026. Let's go Yankees. Let's go
Johnny,
Yankees.
my guy, man.
Let's go
Thank you,
Yankees.
John.
Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees.
Yang.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. That's really kind. You know, I'll tell you, chat, it's amazing what you guys do. You know, we're just going on, and we can't do it without you. And the one thing that breaks my heart, and I'm going to tell you straight out, as you know, I tell you everything. What breaks my heart is when I'll get an email from somebody that says, oh my God, you know, something about somebody else, because it's not right. It's not right. We're all friends. We're all family. And we all have our opinion. So, you know, and when I get something like, oh, I'm not going to watch the show anymore because, you know, these guys don't know what that is not right. That is just not right. We're all here. We all have an opinion. We're all smart in baseball. We are, each and every one, because every one of you that's in this chat, that's viewing us, wherever you're viewing, you've seen more than 100 baseball games. And if I told you, people like myself and Ken from The Ugly Truth, just to name a couple, have seen thousands of ball games. I think we know a little something about how things are run, especially if you're there all the time. And that's what's going to happen with people like George and Evan and Sean and Chef Nick and Nitin and everybody else. As they grow in this business, they're going to see what we see.
The business.
It might be a different era, but it's the sports of sports. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. So yeah, I hate it, but John, thank you so much. I just want everybody to understand we love each and every one of you, and we want all of you to get along. We're all smart people here. You have businesses, you work at high situations, you have families. Be proud of that. Be proud of that. That's what it's all about. And this is to come back and have a little fun. And that's what it's all about.
To me,
I'd like to get a little response from Chef Nick, because everybody enjoys his responses. And before the end of the year, you know, I really like a really nice talk from Chef Nick. Chef Nick, take it away.
Oh, God. Okay. Look, I just want to point out, look, I seen a lot of UFC matches. That doesn't mean I'm a UFC fighter. So everyone has their opinions. I've seen a lot of baseball games myself. Doesn't mean I'm an experienced baseball player. Everyone has their own opinions. You could pull out stats. You could pull out numbers. It doesn't matter to me. Unless you played the game, unless you're in the game, it doesn't matter. That's what matters. You have to have that experience, and you have to have pretty much that knowledge that pretty much you know what's going on. It's like, even like I pointed out to Evan too in regards to what it was with the tax breaks with the New York Yankees about 2 hours ago. We're going a long time right now, right?
Maybe an hour, 20 minutes, 30 seconds.
19.
Look, I don't have that knowledge. Evan does. He does. Like if Evan is studying that and he has that knowledge and he's going in that direction towards that field, is anyone going to pull out stats out of their butt and just be like debating Evan? Like, oh no, I know more about you. No, unless you're obviously like
Yeah.
if you're reputable and you have that
Things
knowledge.
change too,
Yeah,
things change.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that once. So
Yeah.
I'm going to trust Evan. And yeah, so obviously, like it hasn't happened. So why are you going to do that in this chat in regards to like just pulling out numbers and stuff like that out of Google or whatever? Like just that, it doesn't matter. So like right now, just stick to the topic, stick to what you believe in, and it's the Yankees right now. We said a lot of like knowledge and a lot of pieces right now, a lot of moving parts. It's been a lot. So in regards to that, I'm not going to talk about cooking right now. We're going to talk about like just the stuff. So we'll give that a rest.
Come on.
Look, I appreciate everyone being on the channel. Appreciate everyone in the chat, the community. I appreciate Joe, Jorge, not George. His name is Jorge from now on. Sean, Johnny Salami, Evan, my friend. Here we go. Look, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year's, regardless of how this chat went. Just the stream went. It was really great. This is a really healthy discussion in a sense. But look, I many more things to come after the New Year's. So let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna go after it. Let's do it.
Happy New Year to Nathan in spirit. He's here in spirit too.
I feel
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
congratulations
Yes.
to Nitin, by the
Yes,
way.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
What's
Nitin.
going on? We won't say what's going on, but he had a wonderful news today that when he gets a chance, hopefully tomorrow, if he wants to let everybody know. But over here, we couldn't be happier for him. He deserves this unbelievable honor that he's getting, and he's earned.
Yep.
And we have nothing but love for him. And if we can be of any type of help, any rah-rah to Nitin and his team, we are here for you. You've been here for what, 4 months, and you've taken us to new heights. And I can see why you are well respected in this community. So kudos to you, Nitin. Like I said, when you choose to say it, that is your personal thing. And all I want to do is say congratulations. And I think all of us are here to say we really, really, truly love you. You are the absolute best.
Amazing person.
Thank
you.
Thank
absolutely
you.
incredible.
So, Joe, I just want to finish my point too.
Yes,
look,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, that was perfect. I just want to say that this goes along with this too. So I've been a chef for 20 plus years, and any person that wants to do a YouTube video that's been in like just like doing this as a hobby for 5 years, for 2 years, it doesn't matter. Like I always will cheer them on. I will teach them. I will guide them towards the right direction. Again, this goes hand in hand. As long as you have experience in this certain field, then that's when you will know. Like that's when like people will come up to you, be like, oh, how do I do this? What direction should I go? It's totally different with this type of aspect too, because it's like everyone has their own opinion in this matter, especially with the Yankees too. Like we've been doing this. Well, I've been here since August, but Joe's been here since May.
The opening day of the Yankee season, whatever that was, March 29th, 28th.
We've come a long way.
March.
We've come a long way. So we've had our own opinions, our own thoughts, our own final thoughts, facts, whatever it was, whatever it is too. But it's just, there's a difference with that. So you guys can always express yourself. For me, speaking for myself, just for myself too, like I will always, even if it's like sarcastic remarks, not personal, but sarcastic, I will always laugh at that. I will always cheer that on. But if it's personal, then yeah, that's when you cross in the line too. So there's always sort of like a fine line, like you have to draw on the sand, what do you call that? Jesus Christ, this is an expression with that. What do you call that?
Line in the sand.
Line in the sand, but there's also another one too with that. I'm gonna have to think about that. There's another one with that too, but it's like a modern expression. But even with that too, I just want everyone to respect everyone on this panel and everyone in the community as well. So I just want to point that out as well.
Right.
Excellent. And we haven't heard too much from Johnny Salami. Johnny, I can't thank you enough for coming on. I had a premonition that I really liked what I saw in the chat, and there was just something about you that I've been around thousands and thousands of fans, unions, CEOs, and everything like that, and I saw something in you that, and I was 100% right, because you're caring. You're a caring guy. It was a pleasure to meet you when you came over, and I was right. I was right on each and every one of you guys. Nitin brought in George. I can't take the credit for that, but I can definitely say and George is an inspiration. But I can take credit to say that I hit the jackpot with Evan, with Chef Nick, and Johnny Salami, and of course Sean Browning. You guys have been the rock of this show.
Oh, here we go.
And yeah, I can't help it.
Like, oh, come on, man. What's the matter?
Top living.
It's about time, 100%, that each and every one of you understand what you mean to this show and what you mean to all of us. Because you were the rocks. You were there for me. You were always there for me. And I will do anything. I will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that every one of you succeed.
Of course.
And
yes.
And I will always be there for you. And the same thing for the chat.
Absolutely.
If you needed something, we will be there for you. I promise you. And I just have to say this. It's the end of the year, and it's got to come out of me because this is me. And George, I can't thank you enough. You're an inspiration. You're a young, incredible guy. I call you a young man. And your knowledge, your inspiration has just been unbelievable. And I just need to get this all out. I really need to get this all out. And then there is another special person who's not with us in here. He's in the chat, but I have to say something about Ken from The Ugly Truth. Ken has been an inspiration all the way. He rah-rahed me from day one. He says, you get on that microphone and you talk and you do the job that you were doing on radio. You step up. And I had things that went back that I could have gone really backwards, but Ken is the one that made me go forward. And regardless of anything, the bottom line is Ken is amazing. And he also was a player. He was a pitcher. He knows. He's got the knowledge. And I would not be here right now if it wasn't for somebody like Ken. And I got to give kudos to his son. His son, endless amount of hours to make sure he didn't know me from a hole in the wall but the phone. An endless amount of hours to make sure that this show went on correctly. We didn't go off. We didn't lose any type of beautiful guest that we have on. And we had our troubles, but John and Ken were there in an instant, no matter what I needed. It could be he was on our equipment for 5 hours, people. And I'm not afraid to say I'm not afraid to say it. So if there's anybody that's got to give thanks, I gotta give thanks to each and every one of you, because you're all aces in my book, in the chats book, and everybody listening. You've got gems over here, guys. We have a team that I wouldn't trade for the world. And I sincerely mean that. And I just had to get that out. Each and every one of you are very, very special. Thank you.
Yeah. And you know, Joe, yeah, I joined this show week before the trade deadline, I think. I think I did one show prior, and then I joined you guys for a big trade deadline marathon. And since then, man, this show really has grown. And there's something about it, you know, as one of the panel members, I really like it's different, man. I've done other shows in the past, but like just the bond you have with each other and also the chat, like just like you know, it's just special, man. The bond you make with the chat, you know, I look forward to coming on every night. Um, uh, just coming on, talking to the chat. The chat's just the big part for me, man. Just having an interactive group of people. I mean, they're not even the chat anymore. They're just like part of us. They're
Right.
part of the show, man. And I've seen the show grow, man. Just we're doing play-by-plays now for different sports. We have so many shows now. Our guests, we've had so many more guests coming on the show. And I mean, so what was that? Trade deadlines and last week of July. So I've been on July, August, September, October, November. This is 6 months now. And in 6 months, I've seen this show skyrocket. I'm very excited to see what it's going to be in the next 6 months and start 2026.
Right.
True.
No, this is a special area, and John, no, we appreciate you. You're always helping out, contributing, and hey, you know, everyone can let out their feelings or everything, but we're just asking that people not cross the line and start calling out everybody and every name in the book, um, and being outright disrespectful. We've had that before, and that just goes down faster than the Titanic. All right. Um, but no, and we appreciate you. I also want to give a shout out to Charles, who's been doing a great job, and one of our moderators.
Mhm.
He's always in the chat, no matter what hour we go on. And everybody else, they've been rock stars in the chat. We wouldn't be here without them. And no, you guys are special. And Joe, you keep rocking it. I mean, we've gone through our problems, and you've been able to improvise and just stay cool. And we just follow your lead most of the time. So you know, we appreciate you. And I know I'm speaking, and then maybe the guys agree with me too. But
Of course.
I know
Yeah.
for my fact.
I agree. Yeah.
100%, 100%.
I just want to make sure I wasn't just like talking for everybody.
No.
Sometimes I have a habit.
Absolutely are.
No, I agree with you, Sean.
Absolutely.
And like I said,
it-
you know, Evan started play by play, and it was a pleasure giving him the mic. I wasn't. I was a little nutty in the beginning because, like I said, I learned that I still learn each and every day. I want to make sure that you know, that he gets the best of what we can offer. For what we have, we want to give him the best. We want to give George the best if he's doing play by play. We want to give Chef Nick the best that we possibly can. I mean, hey, they're running their shows. You know, Evan and them, they have a basketball show. Chef Nick we have the entertainment show. And everybody else here, Sean Browning, does nothing but help out. I mean, he is the platoon, the guy all over the place. He is your Cabrera, right there. Johnny Salami is like everything, whatever he can give on the weekends and all of that. And Nitin is just Nitin. Nitin is all over the place. No matter what, he'll remember to get us a guest. His team will remember to get us a guest. Everybody does it. And then there's the chat. What about this chat? Well, all I could say is I know who's been with us from day one. You may not think I do, but I do. I have my own copy. I know everything that's going on, guys. And I can't thank you enough for being here from day one. Yeah, some people didn't agree with us. Yeah, some people didn't like what we were doing. But you know what? In the end, we're going to succeed, and we're going to succeed very, very nicely. And I didn't even get into TJ with the wrestling. There is so much that we can touch on, and what 2026 is going to give us. But that we're going to look into the crystal ball tomorrow, and I really hope that each and every one of you. I know it's going to be tough because everybody's scrambling to go where they want to go, but I did leave it at 5:00, so it still give leeway for everybody to get to where they got to go. Even if you come up for 5 minutes, and let's just all together as a family say Happy New Year and happy health and whatever you want in this new year, each and every one of you in front of me right now, in the chat, wherever you are, even in Italy, I don't care, wherever you are, be happy, be strong, and be healthy. That's the key. And you can do anything that you want in this life. And we will be here to guide you. I do give nothing but a big hope to each and every one. And if I could say good luck to you, if that's all it takes, then that's what I'll do. If it takes you want to talk, just to talk, then that's what I'll do. But I'll be damned if you're gonna be left in the cold. Not with us. Not with this team. It will not happen. So I really would love everybody to come in, make that wish with us. And I think it's going to be very powerful to St. Anthony up in the sky. I really do. And that's how I'm going to leave you guys tonight. I would like everybody to say some final words. And I am looking forward to NY Yankee Mania Crystal Ball tomorrow because I think it's going to be one hell of a ride. Johnny Salami, get us going.
I just want to add a couple of things. Everything you said was very nice. And I agree 100% with what you said. The biggest highlight for me in 2025 was finding this channel, and not only find this channel, but allowing me to join the family and be a part of this channel. Chef Nick, George, Sean, Evan, Joe, Nathan, Ken, everybody in the chat, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. I'm not just saying that because I'm on the spot. Like, you guys are amazing. Like, I look forward to being on here and seeing the chat, even the times where I can't be on and I can listen. Trust me, I'm listening. If I'm not commenting, I'm in there and I'm looking at the comments and I'm laughing or I'm smiling. Or there's a few times where I've even brought to tears because Joel said a few things that touched me in the heart. And it really, it got me. So I just want to say, I love this. And 2025 was just the start for NY Yankee Mania. 2026, we are going to dominate. And just to tie in a little bit of wrestling into this as well, for Joe, for TJ over Turnbuckle Talk, and also for Sean, which you also enjoy wrestling. If you didn't know, you better call somebody.
Hey!
2026. Listen, 2026, we're taking
Love
over.
it.
Okay.
Right.
That's just pretty all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I hope I can join tomorrow's show. I'm going to be in the airport. If I have a chance to join for 5 minutes, I'm going to join in. Just say, hey guys, I love you. Happy New Year. If not, I'll definitely be back on Sunday for the weekly
Johnny.
wrap up, and you will hear a rant from me because I said January 1st. If nothing happens with the Yankees, Oh, you're gonna
Yes.
see a different side of Johnny Salami on the wrap up show on Sunday. So.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
But hey, guys,
Okay. Love it.
have a happy New Year. I love you guys, and I'm happy you guys are a part of me of my life.
Love you too,
So,
brother.
well, Johnny,
Great job.
Absolutely.
before you go, do you smell
but the rock is
rock
cooking.
is cooking?
Okay, I know that one. I know that one.
You know?
I know that one.
I love '90s wrestling. That was
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
me
part of
too,
my life,
man.
So
And,
Oh, yeah.
and guys, I do want to get one other point before anybody else goes on, and I'll make it quick.
Sure.
I do not want to leave out. We had differences. We did have other people on this stream, and we just we went our separate ways. But in my way of saying thank you to them also,
Mm-hmm.
because no matter what, if it was right, wrong, or indifferent, they did start on the channel. And I'm not gonna. Well, I don't have to mention any names. The people know who they are. I want to say thank you. And you started with us. Things may not have gone the way we wanted to, but that's the way things go in business and in rolling and live tape and all of that good stuff. And I also want to give a shout out to Victor from the Third Floor podcast. He was another one that came through in the clutch for us. He has his own show, and he took time and he came on here when we was a little dizzy around here, and I can't thank him enough. He's done some wrestling stuff with us, and just because, and I'm not saying, I mean, we're very, very okay with Victor, but with the other people, I do want to acknowledge that, and I will not let it go unnoticed, that you did help out in the beginning. And for that, I thank you. I truly thank you, each and every one of you. Rather, we got, things, however things happen, the bottom line is you came on, you shared your valuable time, and all I could say is thank you. God be with each and every one. And let's just move forward, love each other, and move forward. I just had to get that out before the stream ended. Guys, go ahead, take it away. Who's next?
I can go next.
Yes,
Go
Evan,
ahead.
please.
Yeah, so I mean, this has been an amazing show. Not only an amazing show, but an amazing year for the channel since Joe started. When I started coming on in August, I think it was August 1st.
Yes.
The morning that Joe brought me on, I was a little nervous to represent myself, but we're here. We're here now, and
It was the day of that crappy Marlins game.
yes,
When
yeah.
Bednar, Bird, Duvall, they all came in. They blew it. I remember that was your first post-game show.
it was, and what I predicted, I would be sitting here at 11:41 at night talking with everybody here in a chat at this time. When I'm in school and college, no, absolutely not. But it's been an absolute joy and a pleasure to meet everybody on this show. Joe, you are an amazing talent evaluator. You have recognized who needs to come on this show, what points we need to bring, and you know how to get the best out of everybody. If you were the Yankees general manager or the owner, we would have 1 million World Series championships by now. I mean, it has been a pleasure meeting everybody on this channel. Even though I haven't met Sean in person, it's been amazing meeting you online. You are smart, very enthusiastic, and man, you have a great memory. That's you are awesome. Johnny, Nick, George, it's been a pleasure meeting you guys in person, as well as Nathan and Joe, of course. It was incredible seeing how smart you guys are in person, and just very, very intelligent, intellectual, and all those things are amazing. I don't like to brag, but I did find out today that I had a 4.0 GPA this past semester.
Oh, Jesus.
all right,
I'm very,
congrats.
very, very proud of. And,
That's awesome, man. Okay.
Congrats.
Congratulations, brother. Man.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
And the
In
reason
case you don't know, that means he has straight A's.
To the point.
and the reason I say that is because if you establish a goal or a dream in mind, you can accomplish it.
There you go.
What's that quote? It's
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
If you miss the moon, you'll land among the stars. Right?
Yes.
Dream big.
With
Right?
great power
Just
comes
aim-
great responsibility.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Well,
Wow.
or in other words, if you aim small, you're gonna miss small.
Yes. Establish high goals, high standards. Even if you miss, you'll still have the record of setting those high goals, and you'll get there eventually. It's about baby steps, and that's what this channel represents. It doesn't just start growing massively. You don't get to 1 million subscribers in a day. You start small and you build it up. That's what you have to do, and we've maintained that. We've maintained that with everybody here. Everybody's been amazing, and we all bring different personalities. Every team needs different personalities.
Yeah.
And we all really have that. And not only every show, but every team in real life, every baseball team, every single sports professional team needs that. And we all have that here. So we are going to reach new heights. We're going to reach our limits. And it's been an amazing year with you guys, and only to accomplish more. I'm happy to bring my ideas to the show. Obviously, the play-by-plays, the NBA show as well, and I have some more ideas too that we'll bring out in the new year. But
Super
very
Bowl.
excited to be very excited to be here. Thank you guys in the chat. You guys have been incredible to me, very respectful, honest, and it's been nothing but a pleasure. So thank you guys, appreciate it.
And I don't know who was going to go next. Is that you, Nick? Or
I have no
Well, Nick
idea.
always goes last.
Can go.
I
Oh,
guess
okay.
so. Yeah.
Before we do that, there is somebody else, some other people that are very special to our program that I want to make note to. First of all, my family. My family stood behind me 100%. Go for your dreams. And this is my dream. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let it go. New York Yankee, what is that?
Wait, what?
Suarez
No
signed-
way.
No, there's no way.
Hold on.
Hold
Don't say
on,
anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Don't talk about
Who
who
you
you
Per
say?
my sources.
This
Per
is
my
more important
sources.
than family
This
right
was the
now.
same guy that said the other thing in the chat.
Christopher Foster. Ugh.
All right, yeah,
Don't
all
even
right. We
spell
got
it.
Well,
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
all right, fine.
back up.
My family been behind me 1,000,000%. Go for my dreams, and I'm doing it, and I'm enjoying every minute. I don't care if I don't get sleep. I don't care what it is, as long as I know that there's something at the end of the tunnel, then that's what I'll do. So, kudos to my incredible family, my mom and dad up above. And they always said, go for your dream. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going for my dream. And if I'm going for my dream, I couldn't do it with anybody better than with these guys in front of me and everybody in the chat. And so I want to say thank you to an incredible family and incredible friends and incredible brothers. One other thing, I got to give a big kudos to Maria Venuta. Maria's been a big inspiration. I made one phone call, and she just has been an angel from day one. Known Chef Nick, and I brought it out to him and said, "Wow, I've known her from the past, and she has brought nothing but joy to our lives. She's got an amazing family, and it just grows and grows and grows. It's making this show a little topic, and I couldn't be more proud of everyone. And Chef Nick and Maria have put on 3 or 4 whatever it was, that the performances are incredible, totally incredible, knowledgeable, and taking time from this man working 30 hours a day. And that's no joke, people. It's no joke. And sometimes I call him, I say, Nick, are we going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? And he does, yeah, don't worry. And Maria, with her schedule all over the place, on cruise ships, on here, on there, and putting up with it, and and just to make sure that everything goes right for you guys. It's all for you guys. Everybody in that chat, all for you. And we're going to continue doing that in 2026 and better. We're going to give you the Yankee games you want. We're going to give you the interviews you want. We're going to give you live performances that you want. It's not stopping. It's only getting better and better and better. People like Michael. Michael's an inspiration. He's Charles also in the chat. And Dennis, Katie, Celia, who's away right now, just to name a few people. Corky, Benji, I can't thank you guys enough. There's a lot more that I have to thank. And I just dedicate this whole show to everybody in the NY Yankee community. Every one of you deserve a dedication. And I just wanted to say that. Thank you to everyone. And Saint Anthony, please pray for everybody on NY Yankee Mania because they deserve it and they're going to serve the community very, very well. And thank you. Okay, guys, go ahead.
Just so everyone knows, Eugenio Suarez is not a Yankee.
Yeah, I figured that.
Just want to throw that out there before everyone goes crazy. But
Yeah. I mean, because that would have been like breaking everything.
Yeah.
But no, I want to say though a special shout out to all the guests we've had on. Marnie, one of the special guests.
Yeah.
Catalina. And then we mentioned Maria. I mean Andrew Jones, Shannon Stewart, all the ones that Nathan has brought us that have, knocked it out of the ballpark. Now I want to say a special Happy New Year to every one of them and all y'all guys. But I also want to say, and Nathan and his team, I pray that God blesses them 1,000 times, as well as all the guests that we've had, Joe and his family, all y'all guys and your family. That I pray that God blesses you guys
I appreciate that.
1,000 times over. So, but I mean, and everyone in the chat, I pray that God blesses you each, and that 2026 be a year to remember. But I mean, it's it's just amazing what we do here. I mean, today, with Alex, if you guys haven't seen that interview, go check it out. I know it was only limited to 30 minutes due to different things, but he took the time out and he blew us away with how he answered the questions, but also the knowledge and the depth and how he explained everything, and it made sense. Because not all of us understand what analytics and how to balance that whole thing. And, that was awesome. But yeah, and all you guys are special. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's just more than words can express how much how much I love y'all.
Appreciate that, Sean. Thank you. I love that. Thank you.
Great job. And remember, everyone, we definitely before the final saying from Chef Nick, we will be on at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to that. Obviously, if the Yankees make a move, we'll be on. So nothing like that will change. And I've experienced on New Year's Eve, Catfish Hunter signed on New Year's Eve. Reggie Jackson was close to signing on New Year's Eve. So believe me, anything can happen in Yankee land. Okay, take it away.
Well, look, I joined in August, late August, and was it late August? Yeah, maybe
Middle August, right?
Yeah, it was about August, right?
Yeah,
it was middle August.
Dog days of summer.
Yeah, it was the dog days.
I remember your first stream. Actually, I remember
yeah.
it was I think just a Yankee live chat. I think it was.
Yeah,
I remember he didn't have any lights on.
Yeah, it was dark. Such a dark type of person. Oh, it was like angry.
No, it was like Undertaker coming out.
I had a bad laptop. It was like dying, and I finally got a new one. It was like all of a sudden, it was just like the rays of God. But like yeah, it was yeah. I remember when I first came on, but I was on so many other channels as well. But this one struck me the most. It was like, wow, this is great. It's just like a like a human reaction. It was just back and forth. No like fireworks. No disregarding the chat. Everything was like interactive. And then Joe invited me on one time. I believe Evan, what you were on. Joe was on. I think Ken was on. I think there was a couple other people that were on as well, even Nathan. And then that was it. And then Joe asked me, "Oh, can you send your information to my email?" And that was it, I guess. And then we got married, and yeah, we had kids, and that was it.
When you guys buying the house?
Yeah, we bought a house, and that was it, right? Beautiful story. No, but like ever since then, it was just it was not even just the fact that I didn't know what the heck to do besides cooking, but this is how you guys played in. Evan, George, even Johnny Salami coming on, Sean, Ken, Nathan. This is where I had all my notes on me, and I was writing down. Is because I learned a lot from you guys. George and Evan, you guys taught me a lot of things about the Yankees, even like constructive things to say in regards to that. So I give you kudos. Like I would never ever take anything away from you guys in regards to that knowledge, because you guys are right now, you have a great path ahead of you, like a great future ahead of you. Even like Evan, like even if you have you're doing accounting right now, but you have a lot of sports knowledge. And you continue that, my friend, because I still like every time you're on with guests, with like anybody, it's like I still take notes and I learn from you.
Thank you.
So
Chef.
I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're a part of this team. George, of course, Jorge Posada. Like I know I appreciate you as well too, man, because look, I would never be this egotistical person. Be like, no, I'm in my 40s. I know more about you. Never, ever. You know more about the Yankees and sports, more about like what I would ever know. This is why I always take notes. And you taught me a lot. And I appreciate that. And I'm very happy. That you're a part of this team, because you contribute so much. And you act like you're my age. It's just amazing. It's just crazy. It's just beyond belief. So then I'm gonna go to like Nathan. He's not here because I think he's on vacation. He's on vacation in Antarctica, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Tom Brady.
But
Nah.
no, I know.
He's got a last minute trip to the Maldives or something.
He's gonna be on. He's gonna come on now in his car. He's gonna run me over. But even Sean, man, like I appreciate you in every way. Like you have great humor. No one like I have the most driest humor, but you always crack me up in every way. But even with you showing up every day on this channel, I see it, and that's dedication. So you are the man with the master plan. Look, you might be Scottish, you might be Irish, you might be Welsh, but it doesn't matter. You're Sean. It doesn't matter in every way, man. I love you. I love you in every way. Johnny Salami, look, you can go to a deli and you get the biggest salami sandwich as you can. It doesn't matter. You're the biggest person in the world on this channel, and I love you too, man. So I appreciate everyone. Is there a Joe? Is there a Joe here? There he is. Oh,
Yeah.
Joseph Brosef, my potato Brosef. You okay? All right. Yeah. No, Joe. Look, every day, like I always say to you that thank you for bringing me on. I appreciate that, and I will forever be a contributor in every way. Look, I will always read between the lines, because I would never overtake anyone's spotlight, because I want like everyone that contributes to this channel, they have a major voice in this channel. I told you this, Joe, too, especially with when we were on with Maria also too. I think that everyone has a voice, and they have an important voice. everyone in this chat and this community too. This is why we're the Savages, baby. We rock on. We always have a voice in this channel, and no one is ever interactive, especially in this channel. Look, we may have our disagreements, we may have our differences in a major way, but obviously it gets personal, like we talked about. You're crossing the lines, the boundaries, but let's get back to constructive. We will always have this, and I promise you, if I'm not interactive with hockey, football, that's my weakness. I will always be interactive with the channel. I always point you guys out. But even in regards to what we did tonight, we will always be interactive with the chat too. Always bring it out. So, look, after the New Year's, I know we're all busy. We're all doing our own thing. But at the end of the day, we're always going to meet in the middle in this channel. I have a lot going on, especially with cooking, with my social media too. We all have a lot going on with work, a lot going on with other personal stuff. But we're always going to meet here. This is like the family spot. This is not the roast. This is the barbecue. This is the family barbecue right here. And everyone in the channel is always invited. Whether your love for cooking, whether your love for sports, whether your love for baseball, basketball, football, entertainment, singing, regardless of what it is, personal. Again, I'm always reaching out. If it's personal, I'll always be here, and everyone here as well. At the end of the day, we're always going to be here for you. And we're always going to be here for you right now. No one else will be. So I just want to point that out. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Happy New Year. If I don't make it to your crystal ball live stream, I'll try to make an appearance. But if I don't, I wish everyone the most healthiest, the most strongest, the most cooking, my good-looking friends, everything in the world, because you guys deserve it in every way. Everybody deserves it. So God bless America. God bless you guys, and God bless you if you sneezed. Love you all.
Wow. That was very powerful.
Dennis, the menace.
Again, unbelievable. Dennis, you are part of the family. You are part of the team, and you're going to build up, that fantasy league. So you are part of this team, Dennis. Don't ever think anything other than that. I feel I'm a part of this team, even though I've never been on. You all do an amazing job to make me feel like family. But once I do come on next year, we are taking this to a new level.
Yes,
wow.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Much love. Thank you, Dennis.
Let's go, baby.
And I want to point out something right now. The guys in front of me, I did not mention it yet, but if you guys are up to it, on Friday, we'll try to put together a little Happy New Year stream for you guys before we get into the real New Year. So look for that, guys. We'll let you know. It'll probably be at night, so everybody could be available. And if everybody on the panel, if you are available, we'll come back. We'll share some. Let's talk good memories about New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So that should be a lot of fun. And also, you guys doing the basketball show? What 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock on Friday. Yeah.
On Friday. Okay, so 8 o'clock on Friday. And they'll do that, and then right after that we'll do a little something, and then we'll do the wrestling show. So be prepared, everyone. We're going to start off the 26th with a big bang. So hang in there, and I totally appreciate Dennis. I can't say enough about you and your family. I hope and pray that you have the greatest Happy New Year, and what you've done for this show. I can't say enough, and I'm really looking forward. We are all looking forward to you coming on and being part of this unbelievably beautiful team. So thank you, Dennis. And I wasn't doing any music fair or anything, because I want this to be from the heart, completely from the heart tonight. We have a lot of times to play games with the with everything, but we don't really have all the time to turn around and say thank you. And Dennis, you are one for the books. We love you very much, you and your family.
Absolutely.
Thank you very, 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 very much from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of NY Mania, Yankee Mania, and Mania. Thank you, Dennis. So with that in mind, everyone, thank you so much. We did hit the 3-hour mark. You guys all stood with us. It's unbelievable.
God damn.
What a stream. God bless you all. God bless America. We are getting into New Year's Eve. Let's do this. Go Yankees. Go health and happiness for each and every one of you. And I really hope that each and every one of you get to share your dreams, whatever that is. Never let go. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m.